Good evening and welcome back to ILT Stadium Southland Sky Sports coverage of the Schick 3x3 Cup. And we are getting ready to go for the evening session of Day 3. Every game counts, playoffs and classification games to come. Hugh Baden here alongside Casey Frank for the first couple of games here on Court 2. Hi guys, how you doing?
You had to look at your papers there, they caught you.
Casey Frank. Well, she's going to go through the matchups coming up on Court 2 from 5 o'clock through till 8:30 this evening. We're going to tip things off with a big NBL battle in the men's comp, Casey Frank, between the Taranaki Airs and the Wellington Saints, which this Saints side are officially now a banana skin for any team that comes up against them, because they were at underwhelming moments in pool play.
They absolutely haven't played their best as of yet. But unfortunately for all the opponents they may come up against, they still have top-level talent. If Donnie Samuel is able to turn it on, his inside-outside combination of skills is more than a handful for any opponent. But this air side, I think, has been the most surprising to me. The way Scotty Telfer has led from the front with his scoring and defensive abilities has been tremendous, and they are shooting the ball as well as anyone in the competition right now. Coming up also on Court 2 over the next session, the ones I can tell you about for now anyway, before we get to ones that are yet to be determined. After the Airs and Saints, we'll have the Auckland Dream taking on the Southland Storm. And then that's in the women's comp. Back to the men's for Mid-City Magic against Waikato University. And then to the women's, Taranaki Thunder against Wellington. Before the final game of the Sweet 16, the Canterbury Rams taking on the Hawke's Bay Hawks, the Kennedy Park Resorts Hawke's Bay Hawks. So that'll be a really good one to finish off the Sweet 16, and then we're into classification games. So what this Sweet 16 is doing is splitting the top 8 from the bottom 8. So win and you go into the top 8, or the quarterfinals, and lose, you go into the bottom 8, and then you're playing some classification games to see where you come out of all 16 places. So that's where we're at, and then we'll do it all again tomorrow from 11 o'clock. We're into those quarterfinals and classification. So we'll see who is going to make it into the top 8 over the next few hours here at the wonderful ILT Stadium Southland. It's been a party so far. The basketball has been so much fun to watch. The players are having a great time, as are the commentating team. Absolutely. It's been an absolute joy to watch the level of basketball that we've seen today. And I think one of the things I've enjoyed most about this experience is just how much fun and camaraderie we're seeing between the players, not just on the men's and women's sides, but there's not many opportunities for players, the men's and women's players, to come together in one spot and be able to see each other at the same level, players of high quality, and play for something that, you know, has quite a lot of meaning, especially for players who are looking to continue to chase this 3x3 version of the game and all the places it can take you to.
It's also opening the eyes to some players who are now seeing the value of being a good 3x3 player as more and more of our players head overseas, go to some pretty cool tournaments, see some pretty cool places. It's becoming more and more an attractive avenue to follow, or at least be prepared for, as we see the Airs and the Saints warm up together. For the Airs, Ben Carlisle-Smith, Simon Lafayette, Derek Albertson and Scott Telfer. For the Saints, Sione Helu, Kenneth Tuffin, Darnay Samuel and Nathaniel Salmon. And we chat with Scotty Telfer as I walked into the arena just before. So born in Invercargill, Scotty Telfer, and then moved up to Tamaki Makaurau, Auckland, when he was just a couple of years old, but still a lot of his family here. Sister down here and grandparents and aunties and uncles. So the Airs have had a sneaky little hook-up at a local gym that's owned by Scott's uncle. So as you can imagine, Derek Albertson's been making the most use of that.
Not Ben Carlisle-Smith?
Maybe not Ben Carlisle-Smith as much as Derek, who throws 10 around in his sleep, I think.
Yeah, that's some thickness. He's one of your power guards out there. We got him, Derek Albertson. He's got the shooting ability and the quickness of a guard, but the upper torso of a big man, so he can bang around with the big guys inside. And it's going to be an interesting matchup. You know, Taranaki plays really physical defense, and they've been buoyed by that win against the previously undefeated Canterbury Rams. They had gone into that last matchup of pool play, playing against each other, and Taranaki gets that win, blemishes their record. And speaking to them afterwards, they feel as though they have the ability to beat anyone. Now, I guess technically they're the favorite in this one. Coming into the tournament, I think a lot of people thought the Saints were going to be quite the team to beat. Things haven't gone their way, but that's the beauty of this form of the game, is it can turn on a dime, or more accurately, a bevy of 2-point shots.
There's that highly vaunted Saints side. Dane Samuel wearing number 2, and he'll start this game. Didn't start most of the pool play games. He'll start alongside Sione Helu and Saints captain Kenneth Tuffin, who will get us underway, having received the check from Scott Telfer. Clumsily, but away we go. Tuffin to the lane, blocked by Ben Carlisle-Smith, who is an athlete and long.
Is absolutely bouncy. He loves to get, especially off that 1 foot when he's finishing at the rim, but showed a great 2-foot jump there on the block.
Again, Tuffin this time on his ill-favoured right hand, or less favoured right hand, I should say. Still very proficient with it. And he gets the first point of the game. Telfer, his 2-ball is off. We've seen him light it up in games over the last day. In fact, named performer of the day yesterday in the men's comp was Scotty T.
And why not with that performance he had towards the end, where he absolutely was raining 2s down.
And Samuel with that nice, Samuel, I should say, with that nice touch around the rim.
It's such a soft touch when he gets in the post. And Telfer missed the first, but he's not going to miss many the way he's shooting the ball. 2-2, tie ball game.
Tuffin going to work down low, looking to bank it off the glass, rebounded by Lafayette. Telfer sizes up Dane Samuel, and then step back 2, leaves it a little short. Chases his own rebound though, and there's Lafayette to finish off the 1-pointer. Someone's got to get it from the Saints. It's Sione Helu who does.
Saints got to do a better job boxing out already, as Johnny Helu hits a big 2. And we were off to a fast start here, just a minute in, already 4-3.
Carlisle-Smith looking to kiss it off the glass, doesn't drop for him. 3-4, the Saints lead. Just over a minute gone. There's that spin move. A little bit of elbow action there from Dane Samuel. Smart, strong.
Nice use of the chicken wing there, clearing some spaces. Telfer hits another.
Rattles it in to Scotty for 2.
Deadlocked at 5 as the shooting is starting to take center stage.
Sione Helu drive. Left-hand finish doesn't drop, and Telfer comes away with the ball.
Unfortunate miss there. Did all the work to get there, but gives the Naki a chance to take the lead on this one as Ben Carlisle-Smith lets it fly.
A little strong.
Oh, good fight. Kenneth Tuffin.
Shot clock violation. There is claiming that it hit the rim. Referee's saying...
We'll take another look
at them. It didn't. That one went in, so that wasn't the one.
Pretty sure that it hit the rim, though.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. It might have just... The refs made the call anyway.
But what's done is done.
Saints ball.
The Saints had the ball either way.
And Tuffin had just ripped it away anyway as Samuel stepped back, raises up from 2-point land. Albertson just about keeps it in bounds.
I thought that hit the back of the stand. It apparently did not. Telfer with the ball in hand. Looks like he wants to
shoot the 2, and Tuffin knows it. Happy to burn a foul is KT.
I like that matchup of Kenneth Tuffin on Scott Telfer. He's got the quickness on the perimeter to take away that 3-point shot for the most part without fouling, and allows Dane Samuel to be the big man in the post.
Telfer drives baseline. Can't get it to drop. Salmon comes away with the ball.
Yeah, a lot of one-on-one right now. I'd like to see both teams use the pass and some screens a bit more, but you don't have to when you got a shooter like that as Nathaniel Salmon drops it.
The D from Tuffin, but Albertson gets the layup to go. Salmon goes again. This time he's into the lane. Looks to rise above Carlisle-Smith. Easier said than done.
Oh, nice pass there, creating the 2-point shot, and Albertson nails it.
Leaves a hand up there, and it says a little look over to...
Oh, foul.
The Taranaki Thunder, who are watching on, and we have a foul, so here's ball.
Didn't see exactly where it was, but I think it might have been on Nathaniel Salmon on Derek Albertson on the box out, putting both hands around him, restraining him from getting around defensively. So got to be careful. Can't restrict movement away from the basketball. Officials are very cognizant of that.
Deep 2 ball. Needed a little bit more mustard on that hot dog from Scotty Telfer.
Well, he's already doing the heat checks, but he's only hit a couple. He's got to get a couple more because they start getting into the heat check range.
Yeah, the break between first session and second session, enough to cool anyone off. Here's Samuel, thought about the 2. Jab step to buy himself a bit more space, and that's all Dane needs to drain 2 and get the Saints a 9-8 lead in this Sweet 16 game.
Pass.
Thread the needle from Scotty Telfer, and Simon Lafayette does the rest. Not cleared properly, now it is.
All tied up again is Dane Samuel. He's feeling it good. He wants to keep it going, but nice defense there to take it away. Really a good hand in the face, and Albertson letting it fly again, just short for him. And the action is quickly passing.
Samuel, another contested 2 that doesn't go. Telfer with the rebound, looking for an option, dribbles it out himself. around the Lafayette screen. Great defense from Sione Helu.
Oh, that's going to be a
Samuel
foul.
just a little bit too rough on his...
It's a silly thing for him to complain about there. It's a forearm in the back, quite obviously sending a player out of bounds. And you got to start learning how to, all the players who are trying to be physical, you got to be physical without the hands, without the elbows. Physicality with the body. Meet him with your chest, meet him with your lower half, your hips. But when you're reaching out hands, you're pushing, you're shoving, those are automatic calls even in the 3x3 game.
Lafayette at Helu pumps him off and finishes nicely.
Nice finish by Hulu. I really like the way he dropped that shoulder to create some space.
There is
like Simon Lafale.
Foul called, so Ayers ball from the top. Albertson takes a seat. Telfer comes back into this one.
Whew, that was a quick move. Ben Carl Smith, I think a little unfortunate to get pinged with the whistle on that one, but liking what I'm seeing early from Nathaniel Salmon. Coming out here very aggressive, putting it on the rim, had a shot earlier. Might have taken a little bit of inspiration from his brother's fantastic play in the Jets last match.
Telfer, Lafayette here at the Sky Sport free throw line. Fires it out to Ben Carlisle Smith, who LOH from two-point land. Too strong, Lafayette goes to get it, realizes he can't, and the shot clock had gone off anyway.
Well, Lafayette probably had a chance to make a bucket there. A little bit surprised. He looked for the kick out as opposed to just going up for the finish. The Airs are still enjoying this 1-point lead. It's very tight, 6 minutes to play.
Tuffin, good hand from Carlisle Smith, enough to put Kenneth Tuffin off his shot, and a good box out from Derek Albertson. Girthy Derek Albertson.
He is. Got some shoulders on him. I wonder if he bench presses. It's possible.
Bench presses the rest of his team. Tuffin uses the screen really nicely to get a lot more space on that two-ball attempt. 11-10, the Airs lead. Just under 6 minutes to go. Albertson thought about the deep one. Telfer puts it on the floor, goes at Salmon, and is fouled, so he'll go to the line to shoot one.
Well, the Saints are so aware of his ability from two-point land that they're really up and in, and he's going to have to, I think, continue to utilize that shot fake to create some space for himself because they're playing him extremely tight right now. Screens aren't really getting him a lot of space, but those drives to the rim will force defenders to take a half step back and open that room.
Tuffin sizes up Lafayette, goes to work with his preferred left hand, gets it, slips on the...
Oh, opportunity here as Tuffin, great recovery after falling down, but Albertson with a quick move, using his quickness against Dane Samuel as both players tried a little bit of a flop.
Derek Albertson tried the Dane Samuel on Dane Samuel and leaves him wide open there, and Samuel does the rest for a two-ball, 14-12.
Well, Saints playing well right now. The Taranaki Airs need to find a couple of answers offensively. Nathaniel Salmon with hands on. Foul called, ball up top. 5th team foul on the Saints, so only a couple of ways. We take another look at the side dribble of Dane Samuel before he let that two-pointer fly straight into the net.
Carlisle Smith. Oh, looking for the pass of Lafayette. A bit fortuitous there for Carlisle Smith. Kenneth Tuffin, though.
Who wants it? Oh,
Who
there it is.
It?
Oh, no.
Came off Lafayette, so it will be Saints ball. Great hustle from Kenneth Tuffin, and a bit of work to do for the Moppet.
Take another look at it. Everybody fighting for the ball. Bodies on the floor. They are dropping left, right, and center. Everybody's hustling, and you know the fatigue is setting in halfway through day 3.
Samuel might look for the two ball. Does look for the two ball. Carlisle Smith with the rebound. Telfer will look up at the rim and goes to work on Sione Helu. Turn around, jump out from inside the key. There is Helu. Girlfriend in the crowd. Aaliyah Dunn, the Silver Ferns. Yeah,
Good
away
steal,
to the
Ben
stadium.
Carl Smith.
And there he is down the lane, up with his left, and he gets it to go. Ooh. So 1 point game, 14-13, 4 minutes 35 to go. Helu spinning down the lane.
Nice finish. Way to utilize the change of direction just as was utilizing himself a moment ago.
Telfer can't get the two to go. Helu gets the board.
Saints finding a lot of success off the dribble drive.
Loses the handle that time, and Lafayette happy to let it go out of bounds.
Good decision there by the young fella Simon Lafayette as we take a replay of Ben Carlos Smith's pretty left-handed finish. Got a timeout to the Saints here as they're utilizing this one to get a bit of a rest and looking at the scoreboard saying, hey, guys, we're right on the cusp here. Been disappointed up to this point, but we're right where we want to be. The Airs have not shot the ball to the level that they have up to this point, but I'm pretty sure you did a game yesterday where they were in a similar position, and down the stretch, all of a sudden it was make.
Scotty Telfer took over in that one. They haven't, well, they've lost games and they've won games, as everyone has, I guess, so far, apart from the Northern Kahu. They lost to the Nelson Giants yesterday, who haven't had a great tournament so far, so they are beatable, the Airs. But as with this team, as we said, as soon as we saw their names on paper, if they get hot, they can beat anyone as Carlisle Smith tries to find a bit of space, hands it over to Albertson, himself a sharpshooter. Prove me right, Derek, not on this occasion.
Good look at it, but too much contact underneath as we see Rafaeli tangled up with Salmon there.
Tuffin rises from 2-point land. Big bucket for the Saints.
Just like that, they have some breathing space, and the Airs are searching for answers. As Rafaeli, nice drive, wild finish that doesn't get in there, and now Tuffin could have put a nail in that one, but doesn't. The Airs really need to extend their defense, and I'd be looking for Scott Telfer to come back in the ball game.
Dane Samuel, everything but the finish for Dane. Kenneth Tuffin wide open on two. Huge if it goes, and it does. Dane Samuel Kenneth Tuffin puts the Saints 2 points away from a spot in the top 8.
Oh, Derek Albertson needs this one to drop, and it does.
19-15.
Gotta force him off the line.
Tuffin for the win.
Oh, a shot and one as well.
No, it was actually called for a flop.
Oh, never mind.
But the bucket counts.
Never mind.
Tuffin gets a technical for the flop, but the bucket counts.
What a finish. I was speaking about the Airs had the ability to finish with a flurry of doubles. Instead, it was the Saints, and in particular, Kenneth Tuffin, who hits a couple down the stretch to seal the victory in a Saints squad that had some questions coming out of pool play. Has the answers when we get to the crossover against the Taranaki Airs, who will be bitterly disappointed after a fantastic effort in pool play. And you see Scotty Telfer can't bear to look.
It shows you, though, 3x3, pool play form, it means something, but it certainly doesn't mean everything. We saw it 2 years ago as well, Case, and we've seen it here already a couple of times.
Absolutely. When it comes down to it, it's all about the shooting. And there's a man over there, Kenneth Tuffin, with Justin Nelson, who knows about that.
A breath there, mate. What a win.
Yeah, big gassed after that one, eh? Quick turnaround, so no, it's good to get that one moving forward, so it's good.
It looks like the boys are starting to find their stride at the right time in this Schick Cup.
I think so, yeah. Obviously, pool play, we're trying to get a good seed, but it didn't quite go our way. So, every game from now on is must win, so that's how we're treating it. Looking forward to the next one.
The Airs have been finding some form of their own. They came in running real hot. What did you talk about before the game?
Just limiting Scotty Telfer. He had a great day yesterday. Derek Albertson can shoot the ball really well as well. So, the other guys are just hustling. So, credit to the our fellas as well. It was a team effort, and yeah, looking forward to the next.
It doesn't matter where you guys go, Saints supporters seem to follow. There's a lot of voices cheering on the Saints in the crowd here. Must be pretty nice to have them by your side.
Bit of an underdog status down here, I think, in the deep south. So yeah, good to have a few voices in the crowd, and yeah, really good atmosphere.
Through to the quarters?
Yep, I think on tomorrow, I think. So we just rest up and see who we're going to play and then prepare for them.
A great win, well done.
Awesome, appreciate it. Thanks, guys. Cool.
Thanks very much, Justin, and thank you, KT. Yes, the Saints tip off their playoff run, as the Saints so very often do in the five-a-side game with a W. And coming up after the break here on Court 2, the Auckland Dream up against the Southland Storm. Can the Southland Storm on debut as a franchise in any format of the game upset the much vaunted Auckland Dream, featuring 3x3 Tall Ferns superstar Tiana Clark? Find out after the break here on Sky Sport.
Then 1, Joe Ahi. And 5, Robbie Coleman.
Well, welcome back to Sky Sports coverage here on Court 2 of the Schick 3x3 Cup. Humane with Casey Frank to start off this evening session on day 3 of 4. And we've got a good one for you here in this Sweet 16 between the Etco Auckland Dream and the Southland Storm.
When the Southland Storm, behind the shooting of Jackson and the rebounding and interior presence of Shelby Rickard, have been really a tough beat through this. When Lauren Jackson's shooting the ball well, they have really collected a few scalps, but this Dream squad has a ton of To'ihi talent that took a little bit of time to gel, but it looks like here in day 3 it's starting to come together after the late arrival.
Shan Robati, they've got, in fact, the Auckland Dream have got 3 members of the 3x3 tool firm program in Tiana Clark, very much a frontline member of that program. Ezra Mcaulter and Shan Robati trained and have travelled overseas with 3x3 tool firm program in the not so distant past. And Shan Robati, Tiana Clark and Ezra Mcaulter all 5 teammates in To'ihi. But Robati in her size and her strength more than matched by Tehuinga Selby Rickett. More at home, of course, or more known to be at home on the netball court in this very arena for the Southern Steel.
Right, but she's been looking pretty comfortable out there. Hasn't been much of a huge scoring threat, but her physicality inside has certainly been a bonus for this Storm side as they continue to play well. Had a tough one last time out in their pool play against the Hoiho, the Battle of the South, where the Hoiho pulled away with it. But I think anybody who had a game in the morning session today was certainly reserving at least a little bit of energy for what's coming up now.
Well, what about this Auckland Dream side who went down to Te Whake Pacifica last night? So that's fresh on their mind. Maybe the wake-up call they want, to bring out a sporting cliche. The wake-up call they need.
And it's going to be interesting. Tiana Clark has had a few shooting games that have been really high quality, but I do think she's got one that could bust out. She's always just on the cusp of something big flying out of that great shooting right hand.
So much fun to watch play, Tiana Clark. About ready to go here between the Storm and the Dream. There's Lucy Brown. Southland now lives in Christchurch and works for the Rams Pork and Pork Eye organisation. Doing a lot of their social media and media work. This is Lucy.
And quite the shooter. She has had a lot of success from 2 throughout the week up to this point. And we'll be looking to further that in this first match for them in the crossover in the last 16.
So it's Maddie Tinnock to start on the bench for the Sharks. Storm, I should say. Sorry.
The orange in the Shark Tank will get you.
In the storm cloud for this one, and it's Ezra Mcaulter who gets us underway, finding Tiana Clark. A little bit of space, so a long one goes up from Tiana off the back iron, gets her own rebound. Robati goes to work down low, misses the layup. Doing Selby Rickett with the board.
Yeah, a little push shot there, a little bit too much strength. Watch out for that too.
She can shoot. Oh, Jackson. She gets the first bucket, and nice applause from the crowd here at Stadium South, and big screen from McGoldrick up top, and a foul called on Lucy Brown, I think.
Yeah, it's Tiana Clark. You're just going to be so cognizant of her and her shooting ability. She's trying to come off the on ball and had both hands on her, really slowing that progress. So pinged with the whistle.
Robati. Tinnock doing really well with the defense on Shan.
Well, Tinnock not the biggest player, But I have been impressed by what we've seen from Maddie Tinnick. She has been throwing her body around, playing extremely physically, and isn't afraid to rub elbows down there in the paint.
Deep 2 from Tiana. Bounces around. Robati, great offensive defense, offensive position.
That shed with the left arm was impressive.
And Selby Rickett. And she's got a mismatch, but they go to Jackson, who leaves her 2-ball short. McGoldrick goes to get the rebound. And they go to Robati. Quick first step as she goes, looks to go through Tinnick, who commits the foul. And the basket counts, so Robati goes to the line to shoot one.
Just a fantastic post presence. Look how much she's displacing the defender as she's going through her, just moving her off the line. I mean, just a fantastic score in the post. But of course, ones do not equal twos. Oh, my.
The chicken wing, and it's a little too obvious there from Sean Robati. So, offensive foul to call.
A battle that was in between weight classes in that one. I think the strength of Robati, especially with a little bit of an off-balance Tinnick there, was really evident.
Brown off the tip. Trying to find a way past Tiana Clark. And then sets the screen. Selby Rickett, quick hands. Brown might go for the floater. The underarm floater from Lucy Brown. Gets her own rebound over McGoldrick, which is easier said than done. And this is Tinnick down the lane. Finnegan, all she can do is tap it out of bounds. So Storm ball from the top, 2 apiece, minute and a half gone.
But a good job to tip it out of bounds. She was surrounded by Tinnick and Selby Rickett there, and had she not tipped it out of bounds, stays with the Dream. How about that? I think fortunate call for them.
Clark probing along the baseline. Great defense from Maddie Tinnick, comes away with the block.
Man, she is a physical player and does not mind going on the edge of those fouls.
There's Tinnick spinning into the lane. Selby Rickett from Alex Pleasure range, and that one doesn't drop.
Oh, Plex that range to 3.
That was his favourite little... He did, but that was his favourite shot there, the little baseline jumper.
Tiana Clark with the 2. She finds the first of what I assume will be multiple 2-point shots in this one.
Finnegan,
nice post up.
Seal.
Good vision from Finnegan as Sean Robati. And an unfortunate turnover there. As Selby Rickett tries to say, hey, was she defending me inside the charge circle there? Did I get the space that I had? And she was defending, but a wee bit off of it, so I think I agree. A legal play there. 5-2 to the Dream. Most of the damage done from inside, and it continues to do so. As we see, get our first look at Ezra McGoldrick as she's checked in.
6-2. And McGoldrick, those long arms of her causing trouble and forcing a turnover there.
She's such a skilled player. You look at her, she's the tallest player on the court right now. Really skilled in the post, athletic. She moves well. I'd like to see her work a little bit on that perimeter game, develop a jump shot. She could become a gun. 3 seconds in the key called on Sean Robati. It's difficult as a post player in this competition. The second you don't get the ball down there in the paint, you have to get out of there quickly.
Jackson's 2 off to the left. Robati goes to get the board. McGoldrick. A cut while the pass was coming her way, and here's Tiana Clark, deep 2-ball.
Now look at the follow, and look at the pass. Great vision, great understanding of and awareness of the positioning of players on the court after the hustled rebound.
Good defense from Clark. Robati using her strength, ripping that away from Tinnick.
She steps out, a beautiful pass. Look at the play, it is great.
Lovely stuff from the Auckland Dream. Deep 2-ball from Jackson off the back line. Gets her own rebound. Gets Robati to bite and then draws a foul. So Laura Jackson will shoot 1.
Sean Robati goes for the left arm. The left arm challenge after the right arm challenge there. And fouls pretty physically. Not a lot to argue about, I don't think. And now see if she can hit from the Sky Sports stripe. She cannot. McGoldrick's got options outside.
Almost a couple of feet behind the Sky Sports stripe. Laura Jackson took that. Clark wide open for 2 from the wing. Splash down.
Tiana Clark, that's the way she hits. And mentioning Jackson, that is her free throw there. She likes to go a little bit back because on her jump shot, she just goes a little bit forward. So she has to stay back so she doesn't get a violation.
Selby Rickett with the mismatch, but not utilising it at the Storm. She shoots a long 1 as time expires on the shot clock.
Looked pretty good, though. Not a bad shot.
With Finnegan looking to thread the needle. Tinnick does well. Out of bounds it goes, as will still be Dream possession. And Tiana Clark takes a seat alongside Laura Jackson.
Sean Rawati checking back in. Oh, very tall lineup now for the Dream. Multiple post-up opportunities.
The D from Tinnock on the initial drive.
Oh, look at her. Smart player.
Shot clock violation. Great work, Maddie Tinnock from the Southland Storm.
She's on that list, the short list of players on the women's side that really understands the line you can get to with that physicality on defense. And you see her just body up McGoldrick on that one.
10-2. The Dream up. Lucy Brown makes it 10-4.
There, it's the first of an equalizer to get them back in the game. Finnegan stuck in no woman's land on that one.
Clark, 2-ball. Doesn't go. Robati, great offensive board twice. Hoop harm to the line goes Shan.
And she is doing some serious damage down in the low block. So the first miss, the second one fouled pretty well, but no effect on the make.
Robati makes the free shot. Oh, Clark almost with the steal. Jackson takes advantage of the gamble, but can't get the two to go. And here's Finnegan into the lane. Little floater at the hoop, which is nice, and then does well to get a hand up on D as well.
Yeah, excellent awareness by Finnegan there, seeing Selby Rickett inside the key waiting for her. Knew she couldn't take another dribble. Otherwise, it would make that defense a little bit more vociferous.
Tinnock. Deep two, Jackson. High of the back iron. McGoldrick there with those long limbs of hers.
Good crash by Lucy Brown, unrewarded.
Tiana Clark, cool as ice with a underarmed layup. 14-4. 5.5 minutes to go.
Good use of the left, good use of her speed.
Dream possession after the turnover.
That Dream are playing so well, and you see that when they're locked in and in sync like they are right now, man, they are looking tough. You'd almost be a little bit surprised that they lost to Vaca Pacifica yesterday.
I was calling that game. And it was just wonderful to see Tavaka get that win, as Tiana Clark was too long with that one. McGoldrick. And that might have come off the leg of Maddie Tinnock.
I thought it did. Yes, and that is the call. As on the other court, there's action as well, but we're all about.
I won't give any scores in case you're recording or flipping between the two. And we've got to stop here as the score bench is just sorted out. 14-4, the Dream have the lead, and I think it might just be a shot clock or a game clock reassignment.
Uh-oh, added 2 seconds. Fantastic.
Could be the difference between a win and a loss for one of these two teams. Lucy Brown. Well, Tiana Clark likes that gamble because she knows now she's going to be open at, because she can get open at 2-point land.
Right, you got to be a bit quicker with the outlet by McGoldrick.
Oh, that's gone off Brown's foot. So the Dream will keep possession.
Just 6 seconds on the shot clock now, so not a ton of time to get something off, but more than ample to create a quality look.
McGoldrick drive. Tinnock again with that physical D. Let me say, she's tall, but she's not big. She's not as strong as Robati or Selby Rickett, for example, but she just knows that physical line and how close she can get to it.
Well, she's young, you know. She's got some time to get a little bit of mass in there.
Fresh off the check. Nothing but twine for Tiana. 16-5. The Dream.
Well, they're looking for some answers now. It's
Lucy Brown, just the look off, but blocked by McGoldrick.
As the shot clock expired, so needed to get that one up there, and we're seeing a bit of forlornness in the eyes of the Storm players as the Dream are possibly playing their best basketball of the tournament right now.
Finnegan loses the handle, or was it tapped out by Tinnock? It wasn't, so Storm possession.
There's GM of BB&Z,
CEO,
whatever he is, I don't know. Too many titles for Dylan Boucher. He's distracting me either way as he walks by.
MNZM.
Now you're sounding like him.
Oh, foul call on Tiana. So, Storm ball. Trail 5-16. A lot of work to do if they're going to knock off the Auckland Dream in this one. Oh, big back screen from Jackson. Puts Robati on the floor.
Wow, that is a strong screen. She really sacrificed her body, and Robati gets her back on the glass.
Just shoves it to one side to get that offensive board and put back 17-9. Jackson not stepping down, though, against the much bigger, stronger player.
Oh, nice pass. Good post position. She goes out for the 2. Nice swing. And Tiana Clark again. Will she drop it? Not quite. But Finnegan doing it all.
Inside. And that's a foul called on Jackson. And not an unintelligent foul to commit when Robati's about to get the ball.
Well, now we'll just over under 4 minutes left. 17-6. This result looks pretty well decided, but not over quite yet. Late foul called. Probably would have let that one go had it gone in, but because of the miss, the physicality was get dinged, and we see it. And you know, that's probably one that you could let go with all the contact that we've been seeing this week.
McGoldrick to the line, 17-6, looking to make it 18-6 for the Dream, and 3 points away from a spot in the top 8 in the quarterfinals. Tinnock, quick turn. 2 ball doesn't drop. McGoldrick gets the board. Here's Finnegan, and someone's left Tiana Clark wide open, but Darcy Finnegan didn't see her. Oh, Lucy Brown will go to the line for the rare 3-point play. Clattered by Ezra McGoldrick.
She really was hustling to get out there and challenge, but that hustle unfortunately worked against her, and she did not give landing space. And the landing area is one spot where the officials are a bit more tight with the calls.
Completes the 3-point play. McGoldrick, quick first step. Slings it over to Robati from the corner. In and out. Big rebound from McGoldrick over Selby Rickett. And the Dream just a 2-ball away from a spot in the top 8. Who's that come off? And it will remain Storm ball.
Just 7 seconds left on the shot clock here. I wouldn't mind a timeout from the Storm. Just see if they can't get together, because they're a little bit displaced at the moment. Not really getting together, speaking about what they need to pull.
Deep 2 from Lucy Brown.
Well, short shot clock, not a lot of time left. Was down to 3. About as good a look as she was going to be able to create.
2-pointer away, and I wonder if this young lady is going to be the one to take it. She can go for the 1. She can't get the finish. Laura Jackson, strong rebound.
Tiana Clark just busting through that screen.
Illegally. And commits the foul.
5 fouls apiece in this one with 3 minutes to go. 19-9 the score line. And a spot in the final 8 on the line.
Jackson under duress from Clark. Deep 2 from Tinnock. Out of bounds it goes. The shot clock was expiring, so the Dream will have another go at a spot in the top 8. They've got plenty of points to play with up their sleeve at the moment. There's Clark, might go around that Robati screen. Selby Rickett will do enough to put her off that shot, so she puts up that one. That's off to the left from Tiana. A rare, cops one on the back of the head, the reverse Falcon.
Takes a Falcon, none of her own doing, unfortunate.
That goes out of bounds too, so the Dream just labouring to finish this one off.
They have been stuck on 19 for a bit. Sean Robati back in the game. Could do worse than a post up for either McGoldrick or Robati.
McGoldrick, turnaround jumper, and puts him a point away. So any bucket will do, or any Dream will do.
There you go.
There's Lucy Brown, who's played well in this game. Right. Fear it will be in a losing cause.
Good hustle there by Selby Rickett.
Just great to see a women's team in orange and blue of Southland. And kudos to Jill Bolger and the team at Southland Basketball and the Sharks organisation for making it happen.
And I do think that this format of the game is just going to continue to grow, both with the fans and with the players. There's going to be a lot more interest forming to play.
Doesn't go.
Yeah, it doesn't quite get the roll. Soft touch, just not quite soft enough.
Brown thinks again about going to work Sean Robati. Selby Rickett inside to Tinnock. It's a tough finish. Can't get it to go. Finnegan back into the game. Gets the ball. They're 1 point away are the Dream. And inside they go to a mismatch of epic proportions. And Brown realised it. Commits the foul, but that'll be foul number 6. So it's the last time they can do that without sending the Dream to the Sky Sports stripe.
And pretty close to the shooting motion there. And Sean Robati's arguing the same thing, like, I'm definitely going up with it. What else am I doing there? But no.
You have to be up with it almost in 3x3. Here she goes, Robati. And that'll do it. A nice smart finish from Sian Robati as the Dream eventually get there, 21-10. The Storm did well to make them take all 9 minutes and 20 seconds still, 8 minutes and 20 seconds to get it done. And the Storm will move down to the bottom 8 and play some classification games. Well, the Auckland Dream are into the quarterfinals, where they rightfully belong with a roster like that.
Complete performance by the Dream. Really determined and understanding of where they're getting their offense from. I've seen plenty of teams here with a superior offensive presence in the post ignore it at the sake of the two. That's not what the Dream did. They went inside, they got Robati the ball, they built that lead, and then they found the twos from there. But let's hear it from her mouth, and Justin Nelson is with her right now.
Game winner through to the quarterfinals now, in fact. Sian Robati, well done, good win.
Thank you. Yeah, it's been a tough one. I think that second game we were able to pull away with the win and get to 21, but it didn't feel like we got the 21 points with time to spare. So I think we need to work on that for tomorrow.
You've been in here for a couple of days now. Looks like the four of you are really starting to gel for the Dream.
Yeah, definitely. I wasn't here on the first day, but we're lucky that we have some connections from the past. And I think it's working, slowly getting together, and it's going to come together tomorrow.
And it's the business end right now. How's the feeling amongst the group?
I think we're feeling good. We're feeling good about ourselves. That game was a struggle. I think we could have played it a little bit more smarter instead of more harder, because we got 3 more games to go tomorrow, maybe. But yeah, we're feeling good.
Well, the Queens and the Tabake about to play on court 1. You will face the winner of that. Any preference?
No preference. I think they're both really good teams. Yeah, and both of the teams will be hard to play against tomorrow.
Very well answered. Well done. Congratulations on the win.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thanks, Justin. Thank you, Sian. 21-10, the Dream have beaten the Storm. We'll take a quick break. And when we get back, the Magic will take on the West Coast Rapids and change in Commentary Plaza as Justin Nelson and Kat Jones will take you through the next few games that are on court 2. See you soon on Sky Sport.
Welcome back to ILT Stadium, Southland, Schick Cup, and it's all about the playoffs and the crossovers now. Thanks to Hugh Bain and Casey Frank. They're on the move again. Justin Nelson, Kat Jones with you, and gee, got to tell you, just when you think you've seen it all, you roll out more games and you see even more. There's been some amazing stuff going on here in Invercargill over the last 3 days, and Kat, still got a long way to go.
Sure do. There's still crossover games. Anything can happen. Got the Magic and Waikato Uni now.
Yeah, that's what's coming up. It is a crossover between the pools. The Magic have been excellent so far through pool play. Richie Roger, Josh Aitchison, Paif Momosia, Benji Freeman. They take on Waikato Uni. Looking forward to them getting out there and really flexing their muscle here. Daniel Dobson, Jaden Taufale, Peter King, and Te Marie van der Leiden. He is one to watch. And so far in the men's crossovers, we've had a number of upsets.
We sure have, yeah. We won't give too much away in case you're recording on the other channel. But yeah, there's definitely been no easy games and a couple of upsets already.
Well, we're just about set to go. The Magic up against Waikato underway. The winner through to the quarterfinals. The loser will head to the consolation, the bottom 8. Great start here for the Magic as Richie Roger finishes some good work there. They're away with the opening point, just the start that they wanted, although how about the answer coming there for Waikato all of a sudden. They get themselves into this game.
Yeah, Richie Roger open in the corner to score a 2, so 3-2. So Peter King hit the shot from the top for Waikato Uni. Some really good ball movement with this group. They play a lot of 3x3 in the tertiary champs.
And of course the Waikato Uni, Cat, talk about them playing a lot of 3x3. They are also building for some international opportunities coming up.
Yeah, here they're away overseas very shortly to play in some university games.
So this has been the perfect preparation for them. There's Richie Roger off balance underneath. And the ball heads flying over the sideline. Early stages here, the Magic lead it by 3-2. Nothing in it early. Here is the Waikato. And very, very good basket there.
Good steal by Tofale.
Foul call. Early stages in this one, nothing in it. There's the Schick replay. And as we said, the winner will be going through to the quarterfinals.
Oh, great
Hot
pass.
Benji Freeman to Paif Momosia. Ties it up at 4 apiece. Shot off target there.
And Daniel Dobson's been shooting the ball really well this tournament. So hopefully he can continue for Waikato Uni. And the Mid-City Magic hail from the Deep South as well, from Dunedin.
They do, yeah.
Just up the road.
Of course, both of these teams playing for the first time at a national level here in the 3x3. Up against some very recognised teams, although this Magic team in particular have some well-known Sal's NBL players. There's a big shot off the hand of Daniel Dobson. Freeman with a chance now. He nails the 2. And with that, the Magic out by 3.
And Tofale with some deft footwork and ball skills.
Vanderleiden nowhere to go. Back to Tofale. His shot's going to come up short.
Now, I saw something on Twitter just today to say, is Benji Freeman this generation's Peter Porkai?
I did see that. I think I liked it, actually.
What do you reckon?
I think it's a fair call. Benji,
especially with the new hairdo that he's rocking.
Well, I think that's the big change. We were sort of wondering who this new face was for the Magic when we rolled in here late on Tuesday. Not used to seeing Benji with the short locks, that's for sure. Here's King, hard off the glass, gets the roll. Nice basket for Waikato Uni. They bring it to within 2.
A little behind the back pass by Dobson.
And he gets the opportunity to have a look at a double. Aitchison called for the foul there.
We noticed that Waikato Uni get to the corners really well and shoot the ball from the corners really well, so it's part of their offensive plan.
Here's Vanderleiden attacking hard, draws the foul. Richie Roger a little bit unsure as to what the foul was for. Plenty more crossover action as the playoffs get underway. Coming here on court 2 tonight.
Oh, a lot of contact there, but no foul.
Here's Freeman.
Right back at it.
Can't convert. Vanderleiden. They've got a chance here. Waikato Uni. Look like King out there on the wing.
Nothing but eyes for the hoop.
Benji Freeman just bullocking his way to the basket, didn't he? Got the second chance. Made no mistake. They lead by 1.
Good size on the inside there.
Here's King now.
3 on the shot clock.
Richie Roger closed him down well. Vanderleiden had to rush a shot on the buzzer. Freeman. Roger from the Schick logo. Just didn't have the depth on it. And Freeman can't keep that one in. Taranaki Thunder, Wellington Basketball, not too far away. As these teams, through their first crossover games, trying to move through to the quarterfinals. Nice shot from Daniel Dobson.
Not going to get a much more open look than that.
Josh Aitchison got as much time as you're ever going to be permitted in the key on that occasion. And he's been warned here for not allowing the ball to come out off that score. And the Rams and the Hawks in the men's competition coming up shortly as well.
That's going to be a nail biter.
As we saw a little bit earlier on too, Kat, the Saints, as soon as you mention the F word, that being finals, of course. All of a sudden the Saints come to play, don't they?
They sure do. And that's the thing, like you can have 3 losses on the first day and then get to crossovers and dominate.
Saints have made it through to the quarterfinals, and they're going to be taking on the Jets. I'm not sure if you got to see it earlier on at the end of the previous session. That game between the Bulls and the Jets, how impressive was the shooting from the Manawatu Jets?
I looked over and I think it was 11-all, and then all of a sudden it was 20-11. What a game.
Quite incredible, wasn't it? Here's a chance for Waikato Uni, getting up strong to the basket. Peter King. Where's the foul? Off to the Sky Sport foul line. Schick replay here. Look at that. Very athletic. Josh Aitchison coming in from the side and cleaning him up. 9 apiece. Seen plenty of upsets so far in these crossovers. Oh, Richie Roger from the corner.
What a shot. See Dobson.
Let's see if he can respond. That one a little bit too deep. Aitchison stretches up for it. Momosia here wants to give it off. Elects to go alone now.
Too strong in there. Aitchison with the rebound.
Here's Roger the Dodger again. He can't put that one away. Still plenty of time to play as the ball actually comes our way here in the commentary position. The Magic lead this one by 1. Your early thoughts, Kat Jones?
Well, I don't like to pick teams to be honest, because every time I do, I think the other team wins.
Well, that is the beauty of 3x3, isn't it? As Van der Leiden scores, it can turn on a dime in super quick time.
Sure can. And at the moment, I'm going to say the Magic are looking more the fancied team to win, but don't count this Waikato University team out.
Van der Leiden here, just sizing up his options. The option is Dobson, and he gets all the way to the hoop on the left. And we're tied back up again at 12 apiece. Freeman lets fly.
Good rebound by Van der Leiden.
Dobson lets go from just near the GJ Gardner-Holmes logo. That's where he catches it. He might let go again. He does. That would have been a handy 2 for Waikato. Benji Freeman, classy stuff round the body. On the reverse, Richie Roger misses.
I don't think Dobson's missed 3 in a row in a while, so I'm sure he'll keep shooting.
Here's Big Benji. Puts that one away. And the Magic are out by 1.
See what the university team have got.
Van der Leiden skipping and jumping past Benji Freeman. Had a step on him. Ties it up. Now Freeman might do the same back. In fact, good defense in the end by Van der Leiden.
Looks like Magic are going to get the possession.
And I think the last touch did come off Timothy Van der Leiden. Timeout is called. Still plenty of time left in this game if we do go the distance. 4:20 to play. But more importantly, it's about the points. First team to 21. 13 apiece right now. Action over on court 1 at the moment. You can catch that on Sky Sport Select. The Queens taking on Tavake Pacifica, as both of those teams try to make their way through to the quarterfinals. The winner of which will be playing the Dream, who we just saw Kat defeat the Storm 21-10.
Oh, nice slip there by Momosia to get the open 1.
And that is the lead in this game.
And just keeping an eye on the foul count too. Magic with 5. Otago Uni have got a couple more to give.
Now, I know you won't want to talk too much about it, Kat. Richie Roger here for 2. But you must be a fairly happy parent. I got to see your daughter Maya in action a little bit earlier today. What a competition, what a tournament she's had for the Nelson Sparks. Certainly one of the stars of the competition so far over the first 3 days. That'll be a turnover on the travel to Jaden Telfale. I know you won't say too much about it, but she's been impressive.
She really loves this game, and I think 3x3 is a great format for her. I mean, she loves 5-on-5 as well, but 3x3 for sure with her scoring ability.
Roger, good pass inside to Aitchison for the point. Oh, how about that from Jaden Telfale in the corner. We're tied up again at 15 apiece.
Don't count them out.
Richie Roger all the way to the ring. Out by 1. Can the Uni respond? Of course they can. Daniel Dobson for 2. They're out by 1 now. Another upset looming maybe.
And you see them relocate to the corners very quickly. Oh, nice hands by Aitchison.
Oh, got it back and went all the way to flush it down with the right. They're up by 1. Chance here again for Waikato. Off the mark on that occasion, Peter King.
Incredulous. It looked like it came off Richie Roger, but we'll see what the officials say.
I was just talking a moment ago about your daughter Maya and her love for 3x3. It is reflective of so many of the young players coming through the ranks here in New Zealand. The 3x3 game is really flourishing, isn't it?
Oh yeah, for sure. So many opportunities to play. Lots of little satellite tournaments throughout the year, and obviously some rep options as well.
Benji Freeman fouled there on the shot. It was from outside the arc, so he's going to get 2 shots here at the Sky Sport foul line. And if he can drop these 2, the Magic in a close contest are to within 1 point of getting this win and moving through to the quarterfinals. He does that. 20-17 the score. Waikato Uni now need to come up with some magic. Can they do that? Vanderleiden, ball on the floor, steps back, nowhere to go. Telfale in the corner. No, that won't drop. Ball short. Aitchison now with a chance to finish it outside. Momosia for the win, and that is it. Mid-City Magic get the win. They move on to the quarterfinals in what was an entertaining contest.
It sure was, and Waikato Uni just a couple of shots away from making that very interesting.
The Magic certainly have some experience and firepower. 4 Sal's NBL players in that lineup, and they're going to progress
into the next round.
Yeah, I won't tell you who they're going to be taking on because that game happened a little bit earlier on court number 1. Josh Aitchison's been doing it all, defensively, offensively. He certainly is a very important player in this Mid-City Magic team. Here he is with Hugh Bainan.
Justin, well, Josh, we had a chat just before you walked on court, and you said, well, you're not underestimating these guys because they can play some good 3x3 and they push you hard.
Yeah, you're right, Big Daddy. They come out hard every single time, and it just shows you what 3-on-3 is like. That anyone can beat anyone on the day, and I think it's just lucky that we stepped up at the end there because it was looking a bit shaky there for a bit.
Any idea on who's coming your way, or you're not looking that far ahead?
I think we did see that it was going to be that Nuggets-Giants matchup, so I think it might be Giants. So we've played them before, we know what they've got. They've got a heap of shooters, so it's going to be similar to that. Heap of shooters that fight hard, so we're going to have to do the same thing.
Any word for your Nuggets teammates who bowed out in the top 8 after a good pool play?
Yeah, that's the thing. They're one of the best teams in the tournament, and just the team comes out, hits some threes. It's tough to stop. It's 3-on-3. That's what makes fun.
So the Magic are wrapping Dunners here on out.
Exactly.
Thanks, Josh.
Cheers.
Ronya, thanks you, and thank you to Josh Aitchison as well. The Mid-City Magic continue to roll on towards perhaps glory. Tomorrow night, Kat, of course, 2 national champions here in New Zealand will be crowned tomorrow night here at the Schick 3x3 Cup. Coming up next, though, Thunder and Wellington. What are your thoughts there early?
It's hard to pick this one. Wellington, if they can get going, they've got some hot shooters, but likewise with the Thunder, can't call it. Don't want to call it. Let's see what happens.
Well, you're about to call it on the other side of this break. Don't go away, folks. Sky Sport got you covered. It is the home of hoops. We'll be back with this next playoff crossover right after the break. See you soon. Welcome back to ILT Stadium at Southland. Some Friday night basketball for you on Sky Sport. Great to have you with us. Justin Nelson and Kat Jones with you. The playoffs continue here at the Schick Cup. Taranaki Thunder about to play Wellington basketball, and just moments before we came back on air, Kat, you leaned over and you said, Justin, I think this one could go either way.
I really do. I've seen these teams play a couple of times, and I think the Thunder have got some really good young players, as do Wellington. But if they can get hot from outside the two-point line, then who knows? Not an overly sort of post-heavy team, a lot of guards. So we'll see what happens.
Well, that's how the two teams are about to line up. Tarai Elia, Tegan Nartai, Anna Bright and Eva Langton. They're representing the Thunder for Wellington basketball. Malama Lepepe, how good has she been?
Outstanding.
Tafiri Kura Doyle, Lou Murphy and Maya Watling. Certainly Lepepe is the player to watch here. It is quite an incredible backstory. Family, of course, lives in Wellington. She lives in California herself and is a citizen of 3 different countries.
Amazing. And represented Samoa at the Pacific Games, I believe.
Yep, did. Not too far away from a start here. And as spoken about and predicted through the pool games that have filled up most of the competition so far, I think everybody knew nervously when it came to the crossovers and we had one pool playing against the other pool in both the men's and women's competitions, anything was possible, and we have seen some quite amazing results so far, late today in the opening session and so far here tonight in the second session.
Yeah, we sure have. And I can't say that this one, either team are underdogs. So again, I'm going to sit on the fence, but I don't know. Taranaki, do they have a little bit more experience at this level with Tarai Elia? Tegan Nartai representing New Zealand at under 18 3x3 level. And Eva Langton playing for the Queens in the inaugural Tauihi season. I don't know. Let's see.
I don't know if you and I have talked uniforms through the coverage so far. I know Casey Frank loves to talk about uniforms and colours, and I think everybody in the Sky Sport commentary crew unanimously loves the FI white uniform. But running a very close second at the moment is this Wellington basketball uniform, the black and the bullion gold. They've got a reverse of that as well, which is obviously more of the gold and less of the black. There it is. There's a good shot of it. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I like it. It's very striking, and even the reverse. I prefer the black, but even the reverse is really different and go together really well.
Of course, they're well supported by Hansco Foods, also supporting the Queens. Here is Lepepe getting the opening shot of the game.
And Doyle just trying to disrupt play a little bit. You can see, actually, some of the players have got some quite meaty bruises on their arms already.
You're going to see a lot more of that over the next 24 hours. Here's Doyle in the corner. Has to pull up the dribble. Lopepi now searching. Oh, stepped on the line, I think. Yeah, she did. Well picked up by the officials out there. Just as she stepped back, you can see the black line there behind the Schick logo. That is the marker. Eva Langton fires away from deep looking for two. There's a foul underneath.
I think it's going to go against Lou Murphy from Wellington. And again, doesn't really matter who the foul is on because no personal fouls as such for the players. Can still get a technical and an unsportsmanlike, of course.
Rams and Hawks coming up after this one. Tegan Nartai with the finish for the Thunder. And talking about finishing, Lou Murphy in the corner for Wellington.
And she's right back into defence as well.
Here's Bright. Forced to make it a little bit harder than what she would have wanted. Well finished off though. And we've got a foul called here. So early stages, 2 apiece. Going to take a break after scoring that basket. Tarai Elia, there she is. Getting the Thunder level just before that last passage of play. Lepepi now at the Sky Sports stripe. A little bit deep. Does she get the roll? She doesn't. Almost clawed it back though.
Bobbled around.
Murphy now. She'll fire away from deep. Has hit plenty of 2-pointers so far in this competition.
And Langton can shoot the ball too. She gets a bit of space. Shot clock about to expire.
And that's why we've got a 4-shot right at the end. So good defence there by Wellington. Lopepi now. Langton in front of her. Lopepi drives, dishes out to Doyle in the corner. That one off the back of the iron. Langton to Bright. Fake the handoff to Nartai. Now she gives it. Nartai steps back, goes forward off the dribble. Can't complete, gets it back. And at the moment, the shot's not dropping for these two teams. Let's see what Lopepi can do.
Oh, Lou Murphy chasing hard, but can't get that rebound.
Just the 2 points apiece so far. Arm wrestle early. Turnover there on the travel against Tegan Nartai. And we've seen this a number of times here at the 3x3 Cup. Don't be fooled by slow starts. Teams can get going very, very quickly. We've seen it in both the men's and the women's competitions. We've seen hot starts that slow down, and we've been seeing plenty of slow starts that heat up. Lou Murphy adds 2.
She's a real basketball fan, Lou Murphy. Coaches in Harbour. Got the call up late to replace Holly Morgan.
And there she is right on cue, adding 1. 5-2.
And she's locked in on defence as well. She really wants this game.
Good finish underneath. Tarai Elia. Plenty of 5-on-5 experience as well. Played for the Pauakai in the To'ihi Basketball Aotearoa. I'd say with Lou Murphy, it's a good point. Just about any basketball game you go to in New Zealand, Lou Murphy seemingly turns up.
Yeah, she's a real fanatic, which is great. Great to see. Need more people like that.
Lopepi with the finish. Here it is on the Schick replay.
I think it might have been disallowed due to shot clock violation.
There you go. Wellington lead it 5-3. Bright inside.
A couple of schoolgirls on the court for Taranaki. Nartai and Bright. See what Watling can do underneath. She's got the advantage in size.
On the left, can't finish. Here's Bright. Handed off from Elia. Lopepi now, hard to the basket. Just came up short, did all the hard work to get there. Nartai fires away from that Schick logo. LaPepe. What a response on that left wing.
And at the end of yesterday, she was leading the scoring table, I believe.
Yeah, she was. Here's that Schick replay. I don't think there's a player in this competition, men or women, who is scoring as high a percentage of their team's score than what Malamar LaPepe is doing for Wellington. So she's definitely the focal point. Good basket a moment ago from Eva Langton, 7-5.
Some great D there by Doyle, shutting Ngatai down.
Here is Ngatai. And almost got the roll. That did everything but drop. Murphy now on the head fake.
Hoping for a foul, I think.
Bright. Big basket there from Anna Bright. And all of a sudden, it's all tied up again. Lou Murphy on the putback. Midway point of this contest between Wellington and Taranaki.
All tied up.
I was going to say former basketball star Kat Jones sitting beside me, but I reckon you could still get out there. Kat, what are your thoughts so far in this one?
Again, I think a war of attrition. It's who can absorb contact, who can make plays. Who's more locked in on defence, I think, will be the difference. And again, who can make those shots?
Tell you who's locked in on offence at the moment, Anna Bright, with another 2. And it gives the Thunder the lead as Lou Murphy steps back. Ilya here. Bright now. She's going to get an open layup here. Great work. She's having a purple patch here at the moment, Anna Bright.
She sure is.
And the Thunder lead 10-7.
I think the advantage is Taranaki, right? They're getting stops, hitting shots, and that mental advantage of being up with less than 5 minutes to go.
Well, worth noting that Malamar LaPepe was sitting during that patch as well. So she's just come back onto the floor. And there she is, trying to knock it away from Tarai Alia. Wrapping around, committing the foul. On the replay here, there it is. That right arm was wrapped around the body of Tarai Alia. Here's Eva Langton going to work on Maya Watling.
Great kick out pass, nice arcing shot, but a little bit long.
Yeah, right on the buzzer. 10-7, 4:21 left to play.
And she made a difference too, didn't she, when LaPepe re-entered the fray on defence, caused a couple of disruptions.
Here is LaPepe off the glass. How many times have we seen Malamar LaPepe do that over the last 3 days? She's called for a foul here off the ball. Her strength on the drive has proven so hard for teams to stop. There's that foul.
Elia just showing her experience there.
Men's last 16 game to come right after this one. It'll be the last one, in fact, of the crossovers. Elia scores and is off to the Sky Sport line. And it's going to be a beauty, Kat Jones, the Rams and the Hawks.
That's a top tier game. I'm really looking forward to that one. Rams were unbeaten and just had the one loss today.
Yeah, their last pool game.
Yeah. They were looking the goods. But as you say, anything can happen in 3x3.
You can see in the background moments ago on court 1, the other game taking place at the moment is a men's crossover game between the Tuatara and United. We certainly won't give away any hints as to what's happening there, but you are welcome to jump between Sky Sport Select and Sky Sport 2 tonight and catch all of the Schick Cup action. Here's Tarai Elia. Bartercard Thunder. Makes no mistake, and I think Wellington may have come in as favourites into this game, slight favourites, maybe.
Oh, nice drive by Ngatai.
And the Thunder out by 4. LaPepe, can she respond? That one had a little bit too much heat on it. Anna Bright has been impressive.
Just really steady for a young player too. Nice
Elia.
finish.
And they're on a bit of a roll here now. They're out by 5. This much needed basket for Wellington. LePepe brings it back to 3. In fact, that may have only been a 1. Just looking up at the score. Anyway, it's 14-10. That is the score. LePepe comes up short.
Good chase down by Elia. Here's Ngatai, wheeling and dealing.
They're working hard, the Thunder. Ngatai, mid-range jumper. LePepe out, in, hard, basket, and another one. On that right-hand drive, you've just got to make a play to put a body in between, don't you?
Sure do. Good foul there. A lot of contact inside. Just holding. Oh, and a little bit of a return favour from Elia.
14-11, plenty of time left in this game. Slapped away by LePepe. Langton inside, Thunder. No, that won't go.
Bit of a laugh for that one today. She puts herself on the bench.
Opportunity missed. What have you really enjoyed about the Schick Cup so far, Kat? 176 games, 32 teams. It is a massive event.
Just non-stop action, I think. You know, you just so many games and so many athletes to watch. Really impressed with the skill level and the talent that's on display.
Here's Watling. Lou Murphy had a bit of space there, elected to go to the basket instead. Turning down the outside shot. Bright.
And she'll shoot that.
And I was going to say she'll nail that. We've seen a couple drop in this game from Bright. Watling inside. Was there a foul? Yes, there was. And she will head to the Sky Sports stripe. There's the Schick replay. There's the foul. No doubt about that.
And a good sub getting LePepe back into the game. She needs to get the ball in her hands and make plays.
Watling with the point. 14-12 now. Closes back up again.
Te Wharekura Doyle doing a great job of being disruptive on defence, not letting the Taranaki team get a clean look at the ball.
I'm going to ask a really stupid question. Those who know me, Eva Langton for 2 puts him out by 4. Would know that stupid questions are my forte, but I gather the Jones family back in Nelson have been glued to the Schick Cup over the last few days.
Oh, they sure have. Unfortunately, my husband's got work, but I think he's been catching up.
That's what he tells you.
Yeah.
There's Mahama LePepe.
Well, I did ask today. I said Friday's golf day, right? But no, he says he's been at work, so
there you go.
Got to believe him. Who's the foul on there, I wonder?
I think it might be on LePepe. We'll have a look here. There it is with the push. 16-13, 97 seconds of play remaining in this one. Could go either way here. And now there's an offensive foul. That'll go against Tarai Elia.
I think that was an easy one to call.
So Wellington now with the chance. Doyle. Well, she wanted the run of Watling to go with her. Thunder get it back. Elia goes to work inside. Outside ball. Eva Langton, yes. And that may be the killer basket for the Thunder. LePepe looks to answer. Langton will bring it back out for the team in yellow. Taranaki up and about. They've had a big year of hoops and they continue to celebrate that year with Tarai Elia putting away a tough basket. 19-13.
They've just got, even though they've got their young players, I think with Elia, her experience, her knowledge of the game, been here in the last Schick Cup in 2020 with the Northland Phoenix. She knows how to play this game.
I'm impressed by your memory there, Kat. Puts that one away.
Possibly could be because it's on the advertising above us on the big screen.
Oh, it is too, you're right. You could have said anything there, I would have believed you. There it is. Thunder get the win. And it was most impressive because it was a real arm wrestle early.
It sure was. 7-all for a bit. 2-all, 7-all. Those are the scores I remember anyway. But good on Wellington. They played hard. It's probably just not enough offensive power.
I think that Eva Langton double, when it was within 3, put it back out to 5. That was the nail, wasn't it? Tarai Elia was a big part of that win for the Taranaki Thunder. They will move through to the quarters with that win. And here is Tarai Elia with Hugh Boehner.
Thanks very much, Justin. Yes, here with Tarai Elia, and Tarai, good win and into the top 8. That Wellington side, especially Marama Lopepe, tough work though.
Yeah, she's a really good player, and one of the things we talked about before going in was that we really needed to shut her down and make the other players beat us.
You feel you guys are getting better game by game?
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like we've been showing little snippets in each game, and we've just been talking about trying to put it together for the whole 10 minutes.
You're the veteran of the side, with that Taranaki side, and Anna Bright, still at school, but such a promising young player.
Yeah. I think she's the youngest one here now that Bailey's not playing. But yeah, she's doing really great. This is her first time playing in 3-on-3 tournament. But yeah, she's going to beat every day.
So what now? Do you go and debrief, or do you go and keep an eye on the Kahu Rapids game and see who you're going to play in the next round?
Yeah, a bit of both. Quick debrief, and then we'll go see who we're going to go play next.
Good win. Keep rolling the Thunder.
Thank you.
So the Thunder progress to the quarterfinals of the Schick Cup. They will be playing the winner of the Kahu and the Rapids, who are about to play over on court 1. But importantly, on the other side of this break, Cat Jones, we're back into the men's competition. The last of the crossover playoffs. A spot in the quarterfinals is up for grabs. Rams and Hawks. I know you're excited. Hold fire on the other side of this break. We're going to be back with that one. Don't go away. '22 Schick 3x3 Cup here in Invercargill, the deep south, ILT Stadium, Southland. Welcome, Justin Nelson, Cat Jones with you. Rams and Hawks, the barbecues direct. Canterbury Rams about to take on the Kennedy Park Resort. Hawks Bay Hawks, the two teams warming up in front of us. And outside of a loss today in their last pool game, Cat Jones, the Rams have been most impressive. There's the respective lineups.
Yeah, they sure have. Got a great combination of shooters, and Aiden Tonge, their big guy. Just a young player, but plays above his age, I think, and had some great matchups with some other big men in this competition.
Winner of this one goes through to the quarterfinals. They will be playing, I won't give it away, either the Tuatara or United. Northland United and Auckland Tuatara did battle a short time ago over on court 1. And I've been talking about this through the broadcast, just the messages coming through from people who have loved being able to switch between the channels on Sky Sport, picking out their best players and best teams, favourite teams, and just having the ability to sit there and be a bit of a couch potato.
Yeah, for sure. Nothing better to do in the school holidays, surely.
We're set to go here. Any thoughts on who you think will win this one?
I'm going to go with the Southern lads, I think. Canterbury Rams, just based on seeing them in pool play.
Here we go, underway. James Levings here, trying to get the drop on Joe Cook-Green. And in the end, defence wins out. So a minor victory to start this one to the Canterbury Rams. Sam Smith subbed out, did not touch the ball in that opening play. Taylor Britt comes in. Tonge hands off. Cook-Green fires away. We've already seen in these last 16 matchups, if a team can get hot, anything can happen. Tonge now. Taylor Britt pushing in hard on Rusbach. He goes from deep, launches, hits the opening points of the game.
Crafty lefty shooter, Taylor Britt. Bit of a luxury to bring him off the bench, even if he only sits for 10 seconds.
Oh, and he is a 3x3 specialist. Well, we know how good he is at 5-on-5 as well. Joe Cook-Green doubles the lead. Rams out by 4. Levings held up on the drive. He's fouled and he's off to the Sky Sport stripe. Rams 4, Hawks yet to score. Schick replay here, no doubt about this foul.
Just a smart player though, Taylor Britt. Knows when to foul and how.
Levings gets the Hawks underway. Margin at 3.
Good pressure defence by James Levings.
Taylor Britt goes for home. Sam Smith will go to work again for the Rams. There was a whistle well before the drive though. Ball on the floor. Foul is called.
Couple of subs coming in.
We've got a 9th place classification game coming up after this. That's the bottom half after these crossovers. Women's game, Phoenix and the Sparks coming up.
I'm looking forward to that one.
Well, we were talking about your very talented daughter, Maya Jones, during that last game, and I actually had no idea that she was going to be in action next up on court 2. So that wasn't loaded questioning, Kat, but we are going to see Maya Jones back in action shortly.
Short-handed a little bit, that team, but gosh, they're doing well.
Here's Ethan Rusbach getting up high on that left. They've scored the last 2 points of the game, the Hawks. Going with the singles, Rams are going with the doubles.
Nice work there by Jared Kenny.
Oh, that's just experience, isn't it, JK?
Bumping off Joe Cook-Green. See Aidan Tonge go to work.
Things are tightening up, and go to work he does, Kat. Off the glass. 5-3. Rusbach losing a handle on it against Sam Smith, who just goes straight back at him. Hands it off to Tonge. He finishes up strong. Good
Finesse.
basket. Yeah, great work by the Rams.
Nice tap back to himself from Joe Cook-Green, securing the rebound. Running out of time, 5 seconds.
Tonge is fouled by Jared Kenny. Schick replay here. There it is, just stepped right across into the path of Aidan Tonge. The officials deemed the ball was on the way up. So Tonge is at the line.
Now, we talked about uniforms. I'm not sure if you've talked about shoes, but I'm quite liking Aidan Tonge with the tartan on the side of his Nike shoes.
I hadn't seen that before.
Something different.
Good pickup, Kat Jones. There is Ethan Rusbach adding 1. Smith going at Rusbach, who reaches across. High contact there. 7-4. Plenty of time left in this one. Schick replay. There's that high contact. A very good eyesight, Kat Jones.
I have noticed them in the past.
Joe Cook-Green can't convert. Here's Jared Kenny. Oh, around the back, change of direction. Had to flick it back out to Rusbach. What can he do now? Grabbed by one arm. He looks over at the official and said, "Did you see that?"
No time to complain though in this game.
Smith, was there a travel there? No whistle. Joe Cook-Green doesn't care. He nails it from the corner. 9-5.
Britt doing his best to disrupt that shot, but Levings too strong.
Here's Sam Smith. Oh, big basket there for Sam Smith. So at the moment, the Hawks continue to chase. And every time they start to zero in, the Rams come up with a big outside bucket. 11-6. Jared Kenny, head down, bullocking work, makes it stick. Aiden Tonge, straight back at him.
Just about got the roll.
The young fella up against the experienced Jared Kenny.
Gets himself to the Sky Sport foul line. Another lefty. Got a couple of lefties in this game. Taylor Britt as well.
Out by 5. Kennedy Park Resort. Hawke's Bay Hawks trying to get themselves back into this one. Here's one man that can do it for them. Ethan Rusbach short on that one. It'll fortuitously fall into the hands of Jared Kenny. Finds his partner in crime. And his partner in crime delivers right on cue. Ethan Rusbach for 2. 12-9. Tonge, hard again. Geez, had a good game, young Aiden Tonge.
It's only 20, isn't he? Quite young.
Yep. You've already called him out for his kicks.
Yep.
There's Jared Kenny. He's asking for the foul to be called as well. Almost a bit of a plea in the end, saying, come on, man. There they are having a chat. 13-9. What do the Hawks need to do from here to get their noses in front, Kat?
I think need to get Rusbach open, surely. The sharpshooter. Ones aren't dropping at the moment.
Well, you could hear the groan in the background there from JK. He was a bit disappointed he didn't finish that. There's Taylor Britt. Heavy contact underneath. Whistle put away.
Yeah, just hung in the air.
14-9 now. Rusbach.
Britt just clutching his right elbow, but that's okay. Not a shooting arm.
And there he is. Gets the roll. Yes, he does. So the Barbecues Direct Canterbury Rams are starting to work their way towards the magic 21. There's still 4.5 minutes to play in this. Dangerous pass.
Yeah.
Results in a turnover. Here's Ezra Smiler. That pass was just as clumsy, but it does fall into the arms of Jared Kenny, who nails the big shot from the Schick logo.
It was a sweet shot. Nothing but net.
Still only 4 points.
Good D by the young fella.
Excellent work, Smiler. Schick replay here. There it is, held ball, so it goes the way of the defence. Or was a foul called? Because the Rams have started with it here, so...
I think they just called it out of bounds.
Did they?
Yeah. As you know, those tie balls are such a important defensive play, and Ethan Rusbach, strong work.
So Rusbach converts. Fouled on the basket, gets the N1 from the Sky Sport foul line here. What a stalwart he has also been, both nationally and internationally, Ethan Rusbach. It's back to 2, and just like that, it's out to 4. Joe Cook-Green.
He's had a great shooting game, actually, Joe Cook-Green.
Here's Jared Kenny working his magic off that GJ Gardner-Holmes logo on the floor. He's not done with yet. 17-15, Rams lead it by 2. But Kat, the Hawks refuse to go away.
They sure do. Playing for quarterfinals here.
Tonge now.
3 seconds.
And I reckon the Hawks may get this. Tonge losing the handle on it. Good defense by Kenny.
Neither team have used their timeout yet either, so maybe saving that for closer to the end if the game's tight.
Let's see what the Hawks can do here. Levings is fouled by Sam Smith. It was a nice little fake handoff to Rusbach. That had the defense scurrying. Levings smart enough to turn to the basket and attack hard. And he's now going to send the Hawks possibly to within one.
Is he hoping for a unsportsmanlike? I'm not sure what.
Yeah, there was a
the
couple
call
of questions there, wasn't there? Here he is at the Sky Sport line, or in and out, but they do get it back through Kenny. And, of course, they didn't have to head back out because they were already at the line. That one drops for the Rams.
Friendly roll there for Taylor Britt.
And it was a 2, so they're within 2 points of a win. Rusbach, heavy contact, tangling up with Joe Cook-Green. 19-16, Rams within one big shot of victory. That one nearly rolled in off the glass. What can JK do here? Look out, that's home. That is home. 19-18. Game on. Don't worry about the time left in the game. That won't matter. Taylor Britt up off the glass.
What a finish.
Swap back to his left hand at the last moment. 15 is the score.
JK free.
Can't convert. Rams come down with it. Can they get the win here?
And they're just going to go for the win. They're not worried about 22.
Doesn't matter now because the winner will go through to the quarterfinals. A miss for the Rams. They get it back again. It's going to be an open shot for Taylor Britt. He can't finish.
Oh, Sam Smith.
And he's fouled. And he is fouled on the putback.
He's affected the last 2 plays, Sam Smith.
Look at that. James Levings almost accidentally just falling into the back of Sam Smith, who finds himself at the Sky Sport foul line, and he drops this. It's game over. Hawks hanging in there all the way through, but the Rams have had the edge and they take the win. So 6-1 through pool play, ranked number 1. They go in against the Hawks and they win at 21-18. Gee, the Hawks certainly made the most of it and gave Rams fans some nervous moments.
They sure did. Jared Kenny putting the team on his back. Couple of really vet plays, making some big shots.
Joe Cook-Green has been wonderful throughout the Schick 3x3 Cup. Here he is with Hugh Bainan.
Yep, Joe Cook-Green, well, you knew that was going to be a tough game no matter the Hawks score in pool play. They're stacked full of talent and tall black talent, and they made you work for it.
Oh man, they made us work. It's definitely one of the better squads here, and we're lucky to get the win today. It was a good one.
Target on your back from pool play, so already dealt with one of them. Looking forward, you feeling pretty confident?
Yeah, we're pretty confident. Like I said earlier on, lots of chemistry with the boys. We've been playing together for a long time, so far so good.
Quick word on young but big Aiden Tonge. You know, some experience with you, Sam, and obviously especially Taylor, 3x3 level. But Aiden, geez, he's putting a shift out there.
Yeah, he's a beast. He's actually our vet for the 3-on-3, but I mean, yeah, he's been helping us out heaps. Obviously, he's been playing really, really good as well. So he's been doing a great job.
On to the next one. Thanks, Joe.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, Hugh. Thanks, Joe. The Barbecues Direct Canterbury Rams are through to the quarterfinals, Cat Jones, and they're the team to beat for me.
Yeah, they sure are. I've seen them play a couple of times. They dropped one in pool play, but other than that, they've been really impressive.
Haven't done a lot wrong, have they?
No, I just think they've got that mixture of youth and experience. They're hitting their shots. Tonge is doing a great job underneath. Yeah, and Taylor Britt, class.
Again, we won't give anything away, but we can tell you that the Rams are through to the quarterfinals, where they will play either the Tuatara or United. Still some crossover action taking place on court 1 at the moment between the Kahu and the Rapids. But coming up next, right here, we start the classification games for 9 through to 16. And first up, women's action between the Phoenix and the Nelson Sparks. That's coming up on the other side of the break from ILT Stadium, Southland, the home of the 2022 Schick 3x3 Cup.
Will be the last play as 29 pulls it out, and we'll get one up quickly. And we'll clear the world. They tried to, but in the end, that won't matter. Kahu will go through. So, an undefeated.
Welcome back to the ILT Stadium here in Southland. Sky Sport, your home of hoops, with thanks to our proud partners, TAB, GJ Gardner Homes, ILT, and many, many more. And of course, Schick, our naming rights partner of the 2022 Schick 3x3 Cup. National champions will be crowned tomorrow night. Make sure you join us as we work our way through to the deciders. Tomorrow's first session starting from 11 a.m, some semi-finals, looking forward to that. Quarterfinals as well.
Yeah.
Of course, we've been sorting that out over the last couple of hours. And then the two championship deciders here tomorrow night. If you're in the local area, make sure you book some tickets for tomorrow night. I know there's a lot of corporate hospitality taking place as well. It is a real party atmosphere, especially that last night of action when the silverware comes out, Kat Jones.
Oh yeah, looking forward to it.
Coming up in just a moment, we start the 9th classification. And the reason it's called 9th is the bottom 8 teams are playing for 9th. That's as high as they can get. By the end of it all, in the Schick Cup, the teams will finish in positions 1 through 16. And even though these teams, we're about to see the Phoenix and the Sparks, even though these teams are now in the bottom half of the finals, so to speak, it is all about finishing at the national level in as high a position as you possibly can. It means a lot for world ranking points, of course. So don't think for a minute that the teams in the bottom half of the finals won't be going for it, because things like world ranking points mean everything when you're a 3x3 player, especially if you want to carve out your opportunities on the international stage.
Oh yeah, for sure. And it's pride, right? You always want to win. You play to win. And when you don't, you've got to play the next game and get that one. And I think these two teams have played each other before, so they'll kind of know what to expect. And
look at the Tuatara there. The boys just got their feet up. All 4 of them.
Having a rest.
That's what you call doing things as a team. Tom Beattie, Ruben Fitzgerald, Chris McIntosh and Liam Judd. Looks like Liam decided to be the odd one out there. Maybe he knows he's on the screen and has said, no, I'm not having a bit of that. I'm out.
It's getting a great look at that mustache there, Fitzgerald's. Hugh Bainen's a fan.
Oh, of course he is. He's the king of the mo. It's actually interesting walking around the court here. There's the lineups for the Phoenix and the Sparks. Of course, the Sparks without Reva Walker-Pittman. They'll continue to go into battle with 3 players. Yeah, you walk around the stadium and you see the players on their phones. They're, watching Sky Sport now and watching the games that are actually right there in front of them.
Yeah.
How does that work? Is that just people. A young person's thing?
Yeah, totally.
Like literally, they're sitting sideline watching the game and they've got it on their phone in front of them watching Sky Sport
because they want to listen to us.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Oh, dear.
It's always better with a bit of commentary.
What are your thoughts in this one, the Phoenix and the Sparks? It's been hard going so far for the Phoenix. Fa'alogo, Lasongiape, Jeremiah and Tuolave. Although it hasn't been much easier for the Sparks, to be fair. They have played very, very well when you consider that Reva Walker-Pittman went down with a head knock in the first game of the competition and has been out on concussion protocol since. She's actually been at all the games. She's sitting sidelined with her team at the moment and has moved into more of a coaching role, even though you're not allowed to have coaches. Although, sorry, I take that back. That's
Tuila over there.
Yeah, that's the Phoenix having a chat.
Yeah.
Reva Walker-Pittman, having said that.
I know where she is.
Is she here?
She's flown back to
Oh, there
Christchurch.
you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, so yeah, best of luck to River as she recovers from that head knock.
Well, she'll like the fact that I've just completely messed that up and spoken about her, given her a plug.
It's all right.
Just about set to go here. In the blue, Northland Phoenix. In the black, the Nelson Sparks. We're underway. The Phoenix get the opening possession here and the opening shot, and there's a foul as well. Alia Lasongi-Ape will head to the Sky Sports stripe for 2.
Maya Jones committing the foul. A bemused expression on her face. Let's see what happens after this second free throw.
First one drops. First point of the game to the Phoenix. Lasongi-Ape hits the second. So a nice start here for the Phoenix. Tessa Morrison on the step back comes up short on the 2-point attempt.
And no penalty sub, because they don't have one.
Yep,
we talk about that a wee bit. Air ball off the court.
So while we've got the opportunity, take us into the life of Maya Jones. She has been a star here at the Schick Cup. She's really turned a lot of heads. Still so young. Do you mind giving away her age?
She's 17, yeah, Maya. So she's a young year 13. So she's heading away to St. Mary's College in California to take up a scholarship next year, and heading away early just because she can and because St. Mary's have a partial scholarship available for this season. She won't play, but she'll be there for the spring semester, so get a little bit of extra schooling.
And what is she looking to do schooling-wise over in America? There she is, grabbing the rebound.
Hoping to get into sports psychology, which is something I think that's really timely among athletes, with the emphasis on mental health and all the other, I guess, the pressures that athletes come under, in particular with social media and other things. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing where she'll go with that.
Well, here she is, firing away.
Oh,
comes up short.
Off the backboard.
Katamaya now. Hard to the basket. How about the block there from Sabasa Nisbet?
It's a great block with the left hand. She's had a great competition too, Buster Nisbet, playing undersized a little bit.
And we saw her, of course, during the Ta'ihi season. Terrific drive to the basket there for Lasongi-Ape. She's had a really good start in this game. Out by 3. Sparks still yet to score. Maya Jones affecting the turnover, gets it back, has the space, fires away. She's missed her first couple from long range. Don't expect that to continue.
Just short-armed that one a bit, I think. Not going to get a cleaner look, but hey, she'll get it back.
Got a block though, and she's set up Tessa Morrison now.
Nice, good hands by Buster Nisbet. They're going to say to clear. Good comms by the referees.
7 seconds left on the shot clock here. Sabasa Nisbet with the miss, but right there to finish it off is Maya Jones. Opening point of the game for the Sparks. Down by 2 early, Hadamaya.
Down on the shot clock here. Let's see if Lasongi-Ape picks it up.
I'll tell you who does pick it up, Tessa Morrison. And nobody goes near her. Dangerous stuff, because we know Morrison can land the long bombs as well.
She sure can. She's had a great season for the Mainland Polokai. Coming off the bench.
Fidelia Tuolave scores for the Phoenix. They're up 4-1. Hadamaya has it knocked out of her hands by Maya Jones. And at what age did Maya decide that her dream was to go to the US and play at the collegiate level?
Quite a young age, actually. I think she was probably year 9 at school. I think that was, one of her dreams early on. And great that there's a pathway there.
Great setup there for the Sparks between Jones and Nisbet.
Good chase down there by Tessa Morrison. Now, I'm going to make a call here and say that Tuila Whaolonga is not going to take the court in this matchup.
Yeah, we haven't seen her out on the floor at the moment, have we? So maybe an injury?
Yep, I think she took a bit of a knock in one of the earlier games. So in their quarterfinal, sorry, not their quarterfinal, their round of 16 game.
We can see her sitting up there on the chair at the moment, the subs bench. Falogo.
And I think it was a collision with Mcaulter, which is something that you can be feeling afterwards, shall I say.
Oh, she is a tough competitor, Mcaulter. Playing for the FI, of course. Oh, sorry, the Otago Gold Rush, I should say. Here is Maya Jones. Gets it back. The 1-2 with Tessa Morrison. And they're just chipping away in ones at the moment, the Sparks, which is a little bit unlike them, because they are such a hot shooting team.
Nice chase misses. Lasonga Up is really active, putting up a shot there. Short.
Nisbet going to work on Tuolave.
A great space created with her use of the dribble and her body to clear space under the hoop.
Ball out of play. So 6:22 left in this one. Long way to go. It has been a hard-fought contest so far. The Phoenix leading this one 5-4. Both teams only with the 3 players in action. Timeout called. What are your early thoughts in this one, Kat Jones?
Again, I think it's going to be a bit of a war of attrition. Who can make shots? But yeah, fatigue's definitely come in to play here as the Sparks talk it over. But Nisbet's really busy. She's getting lots of tips. If they get that little bit of an advantage here, I think you can find the extra legs towards the end of the game.
Next classification game here on Court 2 tonight. Friday night hoops action on Sky Sport. Back into the men's competition, the Bulls and the Airs. Look out.
It's going to be a goodie.
There's some characters in those two teams. Here's Morrison. Jones. Again, you can't give her space. Hasn't been her game for shooting this one. You'd expect it to turn at some stage if she keeps getting space like that. Patamaya now receives from Tuolave. The ladder rebounds, puts it back. And the Phoenix out by 2.
Nice shimmy there by Tessa Morrison.
Lasongiape. Patamaya, she'll fire away and makes it.
Great shot by Hedemaya.
Might get the answer here from Jones, not on this occasion. 8-5. Tuolave hands off. Lasongiape.
Good piece. Well done by Subasa Nisbet.
And here she is.
It's long.
I think she knew that, yep, as soon as it left the hand.
Just see a little bit of fatigue for all the players out there on the court. Need to lift the level a wee bit.
We've been talking during the day about how big this event is. 128 players, all the officials, commentary team, everybody behind the scenes at Sky Sport, and filling up the accommodation around Invercargill, bringing a lot of money into the community here over the last few days, and there's still a couple more to go.
Yeah, for sure. It's a great event for Invercargill.
The washing machines at the hotels have been working overtime as well.
They sure have. I'm on the same floor.
Late into the night, let me tell you. In fact, can I say early into the morning?
Yeah.
8-7. This is a real arm wrestle.
It is. I've just noticed Lasonga Ape's shoes. I'm liking those pink New Balance.
We're more than 5 minutes in and you've only just noticed them, Kat?
Yeah, liking those.
They stand out a mile. Here's Morrison. Sets herself for that 2.
Oh, great job by Subasa Nisbet. Just working under the hoop.
And finishes on the reverse. Ties it up. 8 apiece. So maybe now the Sparks to get themselves going. Lasongiape gets after it. Misses the shot.
Oh, go. Good
so
girl.
too Tuolave. There's Jones stepping back for 2, and there you go. It was only a matter of time before the Nelson Sparks sharpshooter, Maya Jones, who does well defensively there.
A great tip. Well done. Follow from Bassa Nisbet.
Adds another point.
Nice shot from Lasonga Ape.
And now all of a sudden it's basket for basket.
Great
there you
job.
go. Another 2. Nisbet from the corner. Sparks out by 3. Under 4 minutes to play. Lasongiape can't
It's heating
convert.
up under there.
Hedemaya alone in the corner. And bang, there's another one.
All of a sudden, the scoreboard is ticking over nicely. 12-13. We might not go the distance with this one. We'll see how we go. I know both teams are wanting to finish this one to 21 early. Teague setting in.
Well, they've definitely picked up the scoring. Maya Jones cleans that one up. Sparks by 2. Hadamaya has hit a couple. That one is going to fall well short, though. Bulls and Airs. Men's classification game coming up next here on Court 2.
And that'll be a doozy. Both teams playing well and have just dropped that round of 16 game.
Lasonga Ape, oh, how about Alea Songa Ape? Her game here been hot. Well done, Maya Jones. Heavy traffic. 2 players to beat on the way to the hoop. Excellent work from both teams. And it doesn't feel that long ago that we were talking about how tight this one was, but it has certainly opened up in the last couple of minutes. Here is young Maya Jones. Puts that one away from the Sky Sports stripe.
And I think the player to keep the ball out of their hands is Lasonga Ape there as she finishes under the rim.
She's having some sort of a game, isn't she? 16-15. So too now is Maya Jones.
She's got her eye in, but so has Lasonga Ape going for the reply.
This one has developed into a hot contest. Tessa Morrison.
And now just 1 point away.
Shots are dropping left, right and centre. Late in this one, Maya Jones keeps it alive. Header Maya.
And
I don't think they cleared it.
Foul under there by, foul called.
So Maya Jones will head to the line here. Was it on a shot?
Bit of confusion underneath.
All the players were just wondering what was going. They were lining up.
And it's Northland ball.
Well,
I think you go over the screen.
One
you don't
moment,
want to let.
well, Maya was actually lining up for a shot, but it was a Phoenix ball after all of that.
And down by 5, that'll be
Lasonga Ape.
Great shot for Lasonga Ape to hit.
What a game she's had here in this one. No foul called there. Nisbet cleans it up. That'll do us 21-17 the result. The Sparks get it. But I tell you what, if you're a Northland Phoenix game, dip your lid to Alea Lasonga Ape. How good was she?
Yeah, she was great. Heads up play, keeping the scoreboard ticking over, and like at the start, to be honest, I was a little nervous. Phoenix were due for a win.
Well, they certainly made a good fist of it. Game opened up late. And the Sparks with some hot shooting.
And you can just see there Tuila Faulonga limping off the court. So, yeah, she is not going to be taking any more further part in this competition.
Well, I think everyone admires and has fallen in love with the game of Maya Jones with what we've seen over the last 3 days here at ILT Stadium, Southland. She is an absolute superstar on the rise in New Zealand women's basketball, and no doubt we're going to see a lot more of Maya Jones in the future. But right now, she's courtside with Hugh Bainan.
Thanks, Justin. Yep, here with Maya, and Maya, second time in the day you had to play Northland United, and they gave you a good fight.
Yeah, they did. We've just got not a lot of gas left in the tank. First game, we came out hard, and then the rest of the games today just didn't have enough in it to get there in the second. That game was definitely tough. They came out wanting to win just as much as we did, and yeah, put up a fight.
So you have to deliberately try and pace yourself, or are you guys going for the get a strong start and then see if we can defend it with our legs tiring?
Our aim is to get a strong start, and if that doesn't happen, then we slowly pace ourselves and try work our way there. Helps when the other team also doesn't have a sub, and they use their timeouts. We're just kind of just playing it by ear, seeing what the score's like and how we're feeling.
the only Nelsonian on the Nelson Sparks. Pretty cool for you to run out in the jersey your mum wore?
It's been a dream to play for the Sparks. Hasn't been a team for a while, so happy to represent my city, Nelson. Yeah, been a great time so far.
You know the best thing about that win? You don't have to play again tonight.
We don't have to play again. Oh, thank God.
We'll see you tomorrow. Well done, MJ.
Thank you.
Well, we've got a mix of the smiling face and the serious face mixed in there as well. Maya Jones, it's been a big few days for her and the Nelson Sparks, of course. Losing a player early in the competition. In fact, game number 1 when River Pittman Walker went down, and as you heard earlier on, she has returned to Christchurch to rest up. We know that she would have been watching that game, and we wish you well in your recovery. Bulls and Airs, not too far away here on court 2. It is the bottom half of the playoffs. The semi or the quarterfinals have been sorted out a little bit earlier on tonight, and I've got to tell you, we've got some massive games coming up on our plate. Don't go away, quick break. When we come back, the Bulls and the Airs. Welcome back to ILT Stadium, Southland here tonight. Friday night hoops action in the Deep South. Bulls and Airs not too far away. Justin Nelson with you tonight. Hope you're enjoying all of the action on Sky Sport. And of course, at your own leisure, you can flick between Sky Sport Select and right here with us on Sky Sport 2. Plenty of basketball action. It has been non-stop here at the Schick Cup. That's what's coming our way in just a moment. The Bulls and the Airs, who both came up with a loss in their crossover play. And as Kat Jones joins me in the commentary position, I reckon both of these teams in that crossover playoff went in as favourites.
They sure did. And that win that the
Jets over the Bulls this afternoon.
Out.
What a game that was.
Shooting.
I've got no doubt that'll feature on our Schick Cup highlight show out of day 3. It was amazing.
And you've got some shooters in this group here. Scott Telfer's having a great Schick Cup.
Well, the Airs, of course, have moved to the bottom half because they lost to the Saints a little bit earlier on tonight. The Bulls are in this position after going down to the Jets, and the Jets and the Saints, close rivals.
That'll be a goodie.
They're going to do battle in the quarterfinals. Not too far away from a start here.
Look at the complementary colours, the Bulls and the Airs.
Yeah, they do share the same colours. The Airs here will be in the predominantly black uniform, the Barter Card Airs, while the Enviro NZ Bulls in the predominantly white uniform. Not too far away from a start, we can tell you that the Southland Storm and Tavake Pacifica will be coming up next tonight here on Court 2. Of course, as all of these playoff games sort themselves out, we
Josh
find
Ledger.
out at the last minute who's playing who. What is Josh Ledger doing out there?
Just having a wee dance with the great music provided by our DJ. Still going.
He'd want to stop soon, unless he wants to play that way. Underway now.
Oh, great
And the
back.
Airs
Oh, that would have been spectacular.
will miss the opening 2 opportunities. Here's Jaden Bazant. Of course, the Bulls have made the headband a bit of a thing.
They have.
Here at the Schick Cup.
Just started with Bazant and now everyone's got one.
Bazant gets the opening point. Scotty Telfer. How good has his performance been here at the Schick Cup?
So good. And born and bred in this region, I believe, in Invercargill.
Scotty Telfer is?
Yeah.
Well, there you go. I didn't know that.
Had a little, I think Hugh had an interview with him, the other day, and he said his mum's here watching.
There you go.
Yeah, when they beat the Southland Sharks, actually.
I pride myself on a little bit of research, and that one's caught me a bit off guard. So, well, isn't that fantastic that he's had the opportunity to come down here and play in the Schick Cup? But not only that, he has been one of the best players in the competition, Scotty Telfer.
Sure has.
There is Simon Lafale finishing for the Airs. They lead by that basket 2-1 early. Early stages. Both of these teams earlier on when they lost those crossovers, as you would expect, thoroughly disappointed. But they get the chance to try and stay in contention for a 9th place finish. The loser of this will head down and finish somewhere between 13 and 16. Not where you want to be.
No.
Telfer misses the first opportunity, knocked away by Ledger on the second. A good hand in there from Ledger again, and now the Bulls have a chance. Martin in and out.
Here we go, Albertson. No, decided not to shoot that one.
Works back onto the right, off the glass. Made that look pretty, didn't he? Here's Jet Thompson for 2. So the scoring opening up now.
The little celebration afterwards by Thompson.
3 apiece. It's probably one thing, turnover there. Josh Ledger, good hand in the lane. One thing we'll probably see in these lower classification games tonight and tomorrow is just a little bit more freedom from the players.
I think so.
They'll express themselves just a little bit more.
As you can see with the dance moves by Josh Ledger at the start.
Here is Ledger at the Sky Sports stripe. Makes no mistake. Albertson in the corner. Quick fire.
Good rebound there. To Taranaki.
Lafayette turns and shoots.
I think it's going up.
It is indeed. Jet Thompson can't convert. Simon Lafayette out to Carlisle Smith on the dribble, searching. Opens things back up now, hands it off to Lafayette. He drives hard to the basket. Good hand in there. Or was it from Jet Thompson? It wasn't.
It's getting ready for the next shot.
Called for the foul. Here is Simon Lafayette at the Sky Sports stripe. That one comes up short. Yeah, he won't be happy with that. He's a 3x3 specialist. Thompson just held off Scotty Telfer there to put it in off the glass.
Great to see he's out there enjoying himself, getting to the rim.
Telfer for 2. Ledger with the rebound. 5-3 Bulls out by that 2-point margin. The young buck, Jet Thompson. I'll tell you what.
Loving his work.
He liked that, didn't he? Here's Carlisle Smith responding for the Bulls. Oh, for the Airs, I should say. So 6-5.
Jet Thompson lets it fly. Haven't had a sub for a little bit, so maybe now's the time.
Carlisle Smith held up. Foul was called. Here's the replay on Jet Thompson. Had a little bit of a personal celebration after that, didn't he?
Sure did. Bazant's getting ready to shoot on the outside.
And here he is off that Carlisle Smith make for the Airs. Bazant.
Showtime.
Let's see if he can finish from the corner. He can't. Albertson with the rebound. Carlisle Smith. Back out to Albertson with some space for 2. Yeah.
Oh, great shot.
Gives the Airs the lead. Here's Martin. He's been another player well worth watching through the Schick Cup. Albertson back to back.
Going to work.
Drops another and gets the strip, does he? Loose ball, picks it up. Great work, Derek Albertson on the Schick logo. Scotty Telfer can't convert. Here's Bazant. Has Telfer in front of him. Puts it up. Martin inside.
That would have been an alley-oop dunk if that had gone.
Albertson with the miss. So 10-6, Ayers out by 4 in this classification game. These two teams trying to stay in contention for a 9th place finish. They've missed out on the quarters. Yeah, what a basket. Scotty Telfer.
Just finishing with a little spin on that ball, enough to go down.
And he'll get the bonus at the line. Coming off a big season in the Sal's NBL with the Airs. What a year it was for them. Almost going all of the way, bowing out at the final 6. Simon Raphael doesn't get the roll.
In and out.
Thompson just back between the legs, casual as you like.
As you do.
Jaden Bazant says thank you. They're back to within 2.
Telfer can't get that one to go. But they'll get the ball back here, I think.
Knocked out there. Yeah, I think you're right. So the Bulls to come up with possession. 12-10. Coming up, Storm and Tavake in the women's competition. And I can tell you we've just been updated that Northland United, after that in the men's competition, will be taking on the Hawke's Bay Hawks.
Doesn't get any easier for either team. Both teams having a great Schick 3x3 Cup, despite some losses.
Lots of basketball coming your way tonight on Sky Sport. Jaden Bazant nails one.
Albertson cannot return the favour.
12 apiece. Jet Thompson now off target. And we're all squared up with 4:44 to play. Here's the Schick replay. Jet Thompson having a bit of fun out there, but too long on the shot.
It's 12 all. So it's anyone's game, really. Who can hit some shots?
Albertson. He's already nailed a couple. He might get a second look at this one. Ball on the floor, flicks it out.
Good hands.
Carlisle Smith. Big rebound by Ledger. The big man tries to show his handles and go to work. Substitutions, both teams. Jaden Bazant takes a break. Here's Telfer. Through traffic. Almost lost it. Albertson with the up fake. Got Thompson off the floor. Then goes to work off the glass. Nice basket from Albertson gives the Airs that narrow 1-point lead. Albertson off to take a break. He's a hard matchup, isn't he?
Yeah, he sure is. Very solid guard. Plays great defense too.
Telfer on the step back. Did well to pop out. To have a look at a long shot.
See Bazant go to work.
Turns around, creates a little bit of space, can't get the roll. Here's Telfer now on Ledger. Let's see what he does here. Gets Ledger off the floor, just hesitates and pops it in over the top.
Sensed a mismatch there with the bigger Josh Ledger.
They lead by 2. Well, I'm not sure that Christian Martin had the intention of doing that, but it ended up favourably for him. Scotty Telfer straight back at Martin, who fires away again from the corner. The Airs quickly out. Telfer turns, ball on the floor, flicks it up over the top of Ledger again. Can't get it to fall. 16-13. Airs leading this one. Bulls are still in the hunt though as Martin adds 1.
Acrobatic finish from Martin.
Carlisle Smith for 2. Finished off underneath Raphael. No contest. 17-14 now. Martin steps back on Raphael. He'll get it back.
Nice drop-off pass there.
Carlisle Smith for 2 misses. He grabs, and speaking of grab, Josh Ledger. There's the replay of that last basket from Christian Martin. He takes a break. In fact, Josh Ledger it is heading off for the Bulls. 17-14. Hasn't really been a lot in this contest.
See if this man can get going. 6 seconds on the shot clock.
Can the Airs close it out? Telfer loves the contact, and he's rewarded in the end with a trip to the Sky Sports stripe.
Thompson pleading his case, but I don't think the referees are going to change their minds.
Winner of this one, of course, stays in contention for a 9th place finish. The loser will head down into that 13-16 bracket. Hard to believe we're talking about that given what we've seen from these two teams so far here at the Schick Cup. They were both upset in the last 16. The Bulls going down to the Jets and the Airs falling to the Saints. That one was played earlier on tonight. A little bit of a shimmy there from Jaden Bazant.
Enjoying his work.
Oh, big basket. Derek Albertson.
Loves the corners, that man.
Within 1 now. They lead by 5. Bulls, can they hang on? Thompson almost takes out the lights.
The rainbow 2. Oh, good hands.
It's a battle. Martin comes up with it. He fires from the GJ Gardner Holmes logo and drops it. Back to within 3 now.
Fixes the net too.
Big finish coming up.
Albertson.
Inside, great pass. Raphael can't finish. Bulls are still in it. Is there a foul there? Yes, indeed there was.
Hayden Pipes called it on the floor though, so
3-point margin.
He's just got the 3 fouls, so Bulls will have the ball at the top.
1:46 to play. Bulls hanging in. Bazant wants it, and Bazant gets it.
5 on the shot clock.
Albertson in front of him. Over the top. That high looping shot, customary for Jaden Bazant, doesn't drop.
Carlisle Smith.
Chance to win it. The only whistle was the whistle that signalled the ball out of play.
See that on the replay. Off-white, are they going to give that?
They are.
Yep.
So the Airs with possession. As you can see there, 1 point away to finish this one off. Albertson here.
Shot clock violation.
Yeah. Unaware there, the Airs. In fact, Derek Albertson just apologises to his teammates. And it will hand the ball back to the Bulls. If they can land a 2 here, game on. Jet Thompson says, well, I'll have a crack. Gets it back, steps outside. They hold possession, the Bulls. Thompson will go to work inside for the 1. He can't put it away, back of the iron, and now the Airs again. Maybe their 4th opportunity to close this one out. Raphael all tangled up. Bulls get it back through Ledger.
Oh, it's not cleared. Pipe was trying to explain.
So the Airs will get it here. Unfortunate there for the Bulls. Can they win on this occasion? They've had plenty of opportunities. Oh, that one in and out for Telfer.
Oh, nice nifty pass there by Thompson again, between the legs.
Martin can't convert. Well, do the Airs want to win this game?
I don't know. Maybe they just want to play a little bit longer.
Gee, they've had the opportunity, haven't they? 38 seconds. They still lead by that 3-point margin. Here's Martin. He goes all the way to the basket. He misses. Surely now for the Airs. Something falls their way. No, for Telfer. Yes, underneath for Carlisle Smith. He's held up, and he'll have to earn it from the Sky Sport foul line.
And that's the Bulls' 7th foul too, so
he'll get a couple of looks.
Wow. Only need 1, don't they?
Only need 1. Telfer and
Jet Thompson just trying to influence the free throw here.
Bit of smack talk.
Carlisle Smith.
He's still talking to him in the background. It won't work. That's it. Airs get it. 21-17. And deservedly so.
I think so. Great gamesmanship by both teams.
So the Airs continue in that bracket of teams 9 to 12. The Bulls will slip through to the 13 to 16 bracket. Women's competition on the way. Southland Storm taking on Tavake Pacifica. Next men's game here on Sky Sport 2 will be Northland United up against the Hawke's Bay Hawks, as the Airs trudge off. And got to say, the longer this thing goes on, the walking off the court from the players looks slower and sorer. Derek Albertson is down on the sidelines with Nick Bueller. Here he is.
Cheers, Justin, here with Derek Albertson. Well, you guys got stunned by the Saints, but you came back, you showed the effort and endeavour there, get the job against the Bulls. That's 3x3 basketball, right?
Yeah, that's it. Like, any team can beat any team on any given day. You got to come out, you got to be ready, you got to be prepared, you got to play defense hard, and you got to shoot the ball well.
Still motivated, of course, heading into obviously not the half you want to be, but still to get the results.
I think we've kind of got like a little bit to prove. You know, like we feel like we should be in that top 8, and we fell a bit short. So hopefully we can win the bottom of the top 8 and come out feeling a little bit better about ourselves.
Scotty Telfie was telling me yesterday he's actually from Invercargill. He's enjoying himself out here. He was a standout performer yesterday. That guy just knows one way, and that's from beyond the arc.
Yeah, he's been huge for us, and I'm kind of the older guy here, so I'm like, let these boys play and just let them have fun. So yeah, I'm super proud of him, and he's doing real well. He deserves it.
Well done, and the good thing about that is you don't have to play in a couple of hours' time. You can go put your feet up, see you back here tomorrow.
Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Nick. More basketball coming your way after the break. Women's classification game. Southland Storm taking on Tavake Pacifica. That's what's coming up next. We'll see you on the other side of the break. Welcome back to the IL2 Stadium at Southland here in Invercargill. Schick Cup action finals well and truly underway now. 2 sessions to come tomorrow as well. Storm and Tavake Pacifica coming up next in a 9th place classification game. Justin Nelson and Kat Jones with you, sitting in the commentary position for this one tonight. There's the 2 lineups, Maddie Tinnick, Lucy Brown, Tihoinga Salaby Rickett, Laura Jackson for the Storm. The locals, they've got some fans in the stands as well. Tavake Pacifica, Kula Baudry, Eliana Tuaiti, Rihanna Rangi have loved her performances. There she is as we speak. And Ashley Graham as well. Both of these teams playing to stay in that 9 to 12 bracket. The loser will head to the 13 to 16 bracket. Kat Jones is with me, and we've seen a fair bit of these 2 teams.
We sure have. I've been really impressed with both teams. Both with some inexperienced players at 3x3 level, I believe, but they've just impressed with their stick-to-itiveness, to quote Casey Frank. They've made some outstanding plays, particularly Tavake Pacifica, getting a win over the Dream.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, no, they did. Yeah, you're right. They
had pool play.
Had a couple of wins through pool play, and we have spoken about it quite a bit. New team, new organisation in the national level of basketball, men's and women's teams here at the 3x3 Cup. And they had a historic first win, backed it up straight away with a second win as well. Baudry on that occasion not able to keep a handle on it. Ball out of play. What about this Storm team? Well, Selby Rickett is an experienced campaigner, but there's some real young guns in this team as well.
Oh, yeah, for sure. A couple of college athletes. Nice finish there by Lucy Brown. Great pass too. Good set play by the Storm.
Of course, the local team, the Southland Storm, are in that favoured orange that all basketball fans here in Invercargill know so well. Brown fires away from distance. Here's Rangi to Eti, to Rihanna Rangi, who, if she gets going, Kat, from downtown, look out.
So Eti trying to get the little layup in, but is fouled and is going to get to the Sky Sport foul line.
There's the foul.
Yeah, the Southland Storm have got Maddie Tinnick and Laura Jackson in the team, two James Hargest college basketballers. Fresh off Palmerston North AA Nats.
One of the things I've really enjoyed about the Schick Cup, Kat, is the likes of Pacifica. Should get a score there off Baudry, they do. The Storm, of course, the Rapids. These new teams that we're starting to see come onto the national stage, they've all got the big dreams of one day getting to 5-on-5 as well. Sal's NBL or GJ Gardner-Holmes To'ihi. For now, though, they get their opportunity at this national level in the 3x3. It's just so good to see with the growth of the game, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's a way of getting players to play that maybe don't have the depth, that don't have the rosters at this stage to put a team into the Sal's NBL or the GJ Gardner To'ihi League. So really good entry for all of these teams that are new to the league.
There's an opportunity for Tavake Pacifica. Rihanna Rangi underneath. Great basket.
And all smiles too. Good to see.
Like the cut to the basket there. There she is. She's been a star for this team over the last 3 days. We've interviewed Rihanna a couple of times and she speaks so passionately about her community, the Pacifica community, the players, the opportunities that are being carved out by her and her teammates, and the future of the game in the Pacifica community. And it's great to hear that passion. Here's Selby Rickett.
Can't get that one to go.
Graham.
Eliana Tuati from the top.
Couldn't finish on that occasion. Jackson has put away some big shots so far here at the Schick Cup. On that occasion, she turns it over. Graham will fire away for Tavake. Tuati underneath. Oh, almost got the roll. And in fact, it was called a violation in the end.
I've let one of those, two of those go in the past, but anyway, that's top of the backboard.
Tavake leading this one 4-1 early going. Coming up after this, back into the men's competition. The last of our 9th place classification games on court 2 tonight. Northland United taking on the Hawks.
And it feels like they've just played too, so quick
well, they
turnaround.
had that thriller, didn't they, against the Rams? Not that long ago. There's that foul against Maddie Tinnick.
So they'll be reassessing their game and looking to get a win in the next one.
The Hawks?
Yeah, the Hawks.
I'm expecting a little bit of showtime.
Yeah, I think so.
I think they're going to come out firing in their next one. Tavake off that last basket, leading by 4 here. Been a good start.
A great kick-out pass to Ashley Graham.
Oh!
Gets a friendly roll.
And she converts for 2. So they lead by 6 now.
Maddie Tinnick with the return.
Quick response. I reckon there's a team up the road, Kat, in the To'ihi Southern Hoiho, of course, I'm talking about.
Yes.
Who would be having a very, very long look over the last few days at Maddie Tinnick, Lucy Brown, and Laura Jackson in particular.
Yeah, for sure.
I think if they could get Selby Rickett into the Ta'ihi competition, they'd be pretty happy as well.
Yeah. She might have a few other things on her plate, but yeah, for sure.
Tuaiti there. Yeah, really good work by Tinnick.
She's got quite an unconventional looking shot, Maddie Tinnick, but when she's got her eye in, that ball's going down.
And she's another one of these young athletes with those long limbs.
And great to see her getting these opportunities. Like all these young players and the older ones too with experience, but yeah, it's great setup for them.
Tuaiti here in the corner. Can't put it away. So Tavake with the early running here. They lead 7-3. Schick Cup action. Justin Nelson and Kat Jones with you. Enjoying all of the action. And I'll tell you what, get your schedule clear for tomorrow. Daytime action starts at 11 a.m. Quarterfinals, semi-finals. And then, of course, tomorrow night, we finish it all off. What has been a huge competition as we look to crown our two newest national champions here in New Zealand 3x3 basketball. Hope you're enjoying it across Sky Sport. And of course, to all of our viewers right around the world on the FIBA YouTube channel outside of New Zealand, I know we've got a lot of international fans who have been watching on and enjoying all of the basketball here. There's that replay and the foul that was committed.
Baudry nailing her free throw from the Sky Sport foul line.
I know you've been receiving texts and plenty of messages from people overseas.
Yep, sure have. My mum is in Dublin, in Ireland.
Say hello to Mum. You got the opportunity right now.
Kia ora, Mum.
There you go. I didn't know that.
Yeah, so she'll be watching with interest. Probably watching more of Maya Jones play than listening to me.
Is she a big fan? Of course she is.
Of course she is, yeah. More of a fan of Maya playing basketball than when I was playing.
Oh, there you go.
No offence, Mum. No.
And Phil doesn't even get a mention in any of that.
Yeah, no, more time, I think. My mum's got a bit more time on her hands, so lucky enough for her to come over and see Maya play at the World Cup in Hungary earlier this year. So that was a real treat for both Maya and I to hang out, spend a bit of time with my mum.
Oh, to be fair, she didn't have as far to travel as what you both did. Yeah. The Storm, can they get back into this one? They're down by 6 at the moment. Here's Graham. She's already landed a blow from outside. Tueti, great rebound. Couldn't get the resulting basket from underneath. Graham brings it back outside, battle underneath. And gee, one thing I have been impressed with in both the men's and women's competition is when there's a loose ball, it is game on. Have a look at this.
Never say die. That's why you see all those bruises on the players, Justin, hitting the deck.
If you do live in Invercargill, I think there's a fair chance you might see some basketballers out a little bit later tomorrow night, celebrating what has been a fantastic event here at ILT Stadium, Southland.
A good hustle by Ashley Graham. She's rewarded, but a little bit late. Shot clock's just gone off.
Put the shot down as well. Unlucky.
Storm are finding shots a bit hard to come by at the moment. 9-3, down 6. Let's see what Laura Jackson can do. She's waiting on the wings.
Oh, how about that? Everything just opened up for her. And eventually, no, she can't. That's Maddie Tinnick.
She's gutted too. A for effort, just can't finish.
Here's Lucy Brown, doesn't get the roll. Ball out of play. I don't want to give anything away, but over on court 1, and of course you can catch that action at the moment on Sky Sport Select. The Otago Nuggets doing battle with Waikato Uni. You can just see it up there in the background. Pretty close game.
Sure is. Going down to the wire, just like we We'd like to see that.
The Storm need to get going here. Here's Jackson. Hands it off to Brown. Drops that shoulder down, nearly gets the roll as she tried to scoop it in for a point.
Oh, well done, Laura Jackson.
Keeps it alive for the Storm. She'll fire away from deep.
Almost sounds like Lauren Jackson, doesn't it? What a great namesake to have.
Cooler Baudry inside. Well, Lauren Jackson, as you would expect, one of my favourite all-time players, being an Australian, and how good was it to see her at age 41, just a week or so ago, back out playing international basketball for the Aussie Opals and winning a bronze medal in that bronze medal game.
Just ridiculous.
31 points, was it?
Yeah, she's just a freak. Good on her.
Well, she did announce that that was her last game at international level. I know she's about to play in the Australian WNBL with the Southside Flyers, but how about that? Age 41, comes out, bronze medal game, and drops 31 points.
And just steady, I think she made, from the pool play that I watched, she made an impact every time she came off the bench, just with her leadership and scoring ability.
Yeah, absolute star, no doubt. One of your favourite players through your basketball career to watch on the international stage, Kat.
Yep.
Let's see if Tavake can add to this 6-point margin here at the moment.
Eliana just dribbling the ball off their foot.
Substitutions for both teams. Plenty of players sitting around in the stands at the moment, watching on and enjoying the action. It's one of the features here at the Schick Cup, of course. Interchanging games between the two competitions, male, female, always changing up, and with 128 players in town, they...
what a shot.
Fantastic, got the drop. They're usually sitting sidelines and watching on, supporting.
Yeah, especially with the number of teams where there's male and female counterparts from different groups, different associations, so great to have that support.
Maddie Tinnick turns back to the basket and gets the drop, and all of a sudden, as we're talking all things other than the game, the Storm have got themselves back into this one. And they might get some more points here. Lucy Brown, deep one, gets the roll. Back to 3.
Good hustle plays from the Storm.
Pardon the pun, but they are storming home. Foul committed there. Cooler Baudry, I think, will be heading to the Sky Sport line. I think the first one actually wasn't called. It was the second one that was called, the first one.
On the rebound, yeah.
Look, the heavier impact.
And they've got Laura Jackson, their sharpshooter, just being shadowed by Rihanna Rangi.
Baudry gets the roll. Tavake, been a little while in between scores. They lead 11-7. Rangi with the foul. Hustling in there for Tavake.
And it looks like Storm are in foul bonus territory, so if they foul any more on the floor, it's an automatic 2 shots.
The long shot, Lucy Brown can't convert. Here's Graham. Baudry has Selby Rickett in front of her. Pass is picked off.
Good hands by Jackson.
Here come the Storm again. Brown picks up.
Shot clock running down. I wonder if they'll realise.
Gets on the dribble again. Turns around. This will be a 1 if it goes down. 1 foot was inside.
Some shots being made by the Southland Storm.
Lead at 3. Rangi gets her own rebound and the roll. Handy basket there for Tavake. Lucy Brown now.
Getting hassled by Ashley Graham.
Selby Rickett. We've seen her put away an outside shot or 2. On this occasion, she gives it up to Jackson.
To the delight of the home crowd.
Inside the last 45 seconds, 2-point gain. How about that last shot?
And that's 2 shots for Tavake Pacifica on that foul by Jackson.
Timeout here, 41 seconds to play. Laura Jackson off balance with that last 2.
And in the background, the fans were both hands in the air on that shot.
There's the Storm having a chat. Lucy Brown, Maddie Tinnick, Laura Jackson, Tehuinga, Celebi Rickett.
They've got their tails up in this one. 41 seconds to go. Some pressure on Rangi here for these 2 free throws.
Let's see what she can do. More importantly here for the Storm, the clock has stopped.
So Nico McCulloch gets off the canvas.
Puts the first away and the second for Tavake. Scoreboard ticks over. Only added 1 at the moment, interestingly. I did think both had gone down. Maybe I wasn't concentrating enough, Kat Jones. It is at 13-10 though.
3 seconds on the shot clock.
That's a tough shot for Selby Rickett on the buzzer. Did I see that wrong? I thought both went down for Rangi.
No one's complaining, so I think it's probably correct.
Must have missed the first. Here is Rihanna Rangi.
Nice little showboat there.
Selling some candy underneath. Another foul called, and unfortunately that's not what the Storm need.
Another 2 free throws here for Rihanna Rangi.
Good setup there.
Made that one.
Yeah, that one certainly counts. Scoreboard ticks over 14-10. And at the moment you think it's going to be a good win for Tavake.
Commitment. Jumps over the advertising hoardings.
Rihanna Rangi just found herself out in the car park chasing that ball down. 10 seconds of play left here in this classification game. We are just about done. 4.2 to play. It would take something pretty special from here for the Storm to tie it up, especially given Tavake have possession. That'll just about do us. Well done to Tavake Pacifica. They continue to move through in the bracket of teams 9 to 12. The Storm now into the bracket of 13 to 16. A solid win there in the end for Tavake, who jumped out of the blocks and played really well.
It did. Storm with a comeback, though, in that last little bit there to keep hometown fans alive, hopes alive.
As they walk off in front of us, and first time I've seen a couple of the players up close here tonight, and now I know what you're saying about the bruises, Kat Jones. There's plenty of them. Let's go down to the sidelines. Kula Baudry is there waiting to go. Indeed, she is.
And here with Kula Baudry, congratulations on that win. Southland Storm in front of their home crowd. We're always going to be hard, but you got the job done.
Yeah, it was good to get a win. You know, we had a rough loss earlier today, so it's nice to end the day with a win.
Talk about this young side, Tavake Pacifica coming through. You had such a great run of wins, I think 3 in a row. You're just building from strength to strength this competition.
Yeah, just building. Tough start, but, you know, we're building and growing as a team, and hopefully we can finish it off tomorrow and get a couple more wins.
You look motivated.
Yeah, I am. I need more, man. I keep taking L's, so I need some more wins.
Congratulations. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks very much, Nick. Well done to Tavake Pacifica. They get the win 14-10 over the Storm. Back into the men's side of the action. In a moment's time, the Hawks taking on Northland United. That's coming up on the other side of the break, right here on Sky Sport. Don't go away. See you soon. Welcome back to the 2022 Schick Cup. Justin Nelson, Cat Jones with you. Night 3 action here in Invercargill. Hawks and United about to do battle. There's Ethan Rusbach. He's lost the headband.
He has. Changes as good as a holiday.
There's the two lineups for United. Hayes Walker, Devon Mills, Tukaha Cooper, Zach Easthope. And for the Hawks, Ethan Rusbach, Ezra Smiler, Jared Kenny, James Levings. We saw the Hawks in action not that long ago, bowing out from a opportunity to play in the quarterfinals. They find themselves now in a battle for 9th place at best. And we're just about set to go. What are your thoughts coming into this one, Kat?
I think that I can't really call it at the moment, but I feel like the Hawks will be up for this one. But Easthope has got a bit of an advantage there. I don't think size-wise the Hawks have got a lot to deal with.
Well, from what we've seen so far in the opening 20 seconds, it looks like 6 players in slow motion out there. Is anyone playing? Zach Easthope.
He got one in the warm-up, but he left that one short.
Well, I think these two teams may have had a chat to each other before the game and said, hey, listen, let's just slow things down here and have a bit of fun as Levings gets the opening 2 points of the game. Am I seeing things here?
Yeah.
This looks like it is in absolute slow motion compared to what we've seen.
Although, yeah, a little one-footed jumper from Ethan Rusbach. That's a 2.
So the Hawks out to a 4-point lead. Tukaha Cooper here for 2.
Foot on the line.
In fact, it will count as a 1. I don't think we're going to see too many shots taken from inside the arc in this one.
No.
Winner stays in contention for the 9 to 12 bracket. Loser down to the 13 to 16 bracket.
Oh, another little one-footer.
Hayes Walker.
Rusbach.
Tukaha Cooper in the corner.
Nice high-arcing shot, but there's a technical.
It's a warning there for Tukaha Cooper on the flop.
I think it might be on. Is it on the Hawks? Or is it on Tukaha Cooper? Sorry.
Well, Tukaha Cooper took the shot. So,
yeah.
If Ezra Smiler has flopped on the, as a defender,
it's on Cooper.
That would have been interesting. In fact, it is a technical foul, and there's the shot as a result.
Wow, I think he was a bit embarrassed, actually. Ezra Smiler.
Here's Jared Kenny. I'll tell you one man who will up the tempo. It's this guy, because he only knows how to do things at one pace. Smiler with the finish. Adds 1 for the Hawks. They're out to a 5-1 lead, and things all of a sudden have just gone up a level. It was only a matter of time.
You see Devon Mills for the United. Another one-footed shot by Ethan Rusbach. Ezra Smiler trying for the steal.
And Zach Easthope finishing off the glass. Gets the 2nd point of the game for United. Smiler steps around Easthope. Sized up to slam it home. Changed his mind mid-air. Adds the 1. Easthope.
Tired legs.
Hayes Walker receives inside. Makes easy work of that one.
And that counted despite the shot clock.
Here's Rusbach. Almost not looking at the basket then when he shot. Got the roll off the glass.
Mills getting his own rebound.
He goes up, and Devon Mills can't finish. 7-3.
Easthope's trying to foul, and yep, he gets the eye of the ref.
Well, that's a foul that comes with a voice saying, I need a sub. There it is. Just saying to the ref, I'm out of here. Please call the whistle. Oh, look at that, Ethan Rusbach. He's been one of the leading scorers here at the Schick Cup. Hayes Walker looks to respond. 9-3, Hawks lead by 6.
And there he goes again.
Hawks lead by 8.
1 foot shot. Showing his skills. Tukaha Cooper.
He can't convert. Hawks making easy work of this at the moment.
Levings gets Devon Mills to bite.
And up goes Ethan Rusbach. Can't hammer that one down. He was a little bit disappointed with himself too. because it was a big opportunity to step out onto the highlight reel. Here's Devon Mills for 2. Hayes Walker will step back for 2. And that one will go down 11-5 now.
Hayes Walker with the purple and yellow kicks. Kobe's.
Here's Levings. Hands it off to Rusbach. Continues to fire away from long range. Cooper. Hayes Walker with the up fake on Kenny. Has a look. Can't finish. Picked up by Rusbach now. What can he do on young Tukaha? Cooper keeps the dribble alive. Shot clock at 3. Levings with the miss.
Checked his footwork. Thought he might have been out there, I think, Levings.
Here's Hayes Walker.
Great outlet pass.
Mills for 2 is a miss. Lands in the arms of Cooper. He fires away. As we said, not a lot of inside shooting happening in this one. There's a foul against Jared Kenny. Mills will go to the Sky Sport stripe for 1.
Little touch pass there by Cooper on the rebound.
And clearly, I was going to say, I think you're about to say exactly the same thing as I am. Clearly, these two teams disappointed to bow out of the contention to go on through the quarterfinals. The steam in this one has been missing. Mills inside.
In and out.
Bobbles about.
Yeah, they're walking a little bit. Not as much urgency.
Rusbach with the hot pass to Levings. Hawks by 7 now. Mills looking to finish inside. No doubt the Hawks would have come into this one as the favourites to win it. Walker adds 2, 13-8.
Kenny needs to get the ball up. Oh, great block by Tukaha Cooper. East Hope coming back into the game. It seems like he's been sitting for a while.
Here's that replay. Tukaha Cooper just slapping it down towards our Sky Sport camera. Rusbach has clearly come in with the plan to take every shot off 1 foot. I don't think I've seen him do anything else so far in this game. Tukaha Cooper in and out. Here's Levings. Oh, great pass inside to find Jared Kenny. That was slick.
The sneaky behind the back of the defender pass.
East Hope adds 1, 14-9. Levings trying to open things up a bit. Here comes Rusbach. There's the old 1 foot shot again.
Jared Kenny with a back tap to Levings.
Let's have a look if he does it again. Yeah, he certainly does. And he might want to go back to the traditional style of shooting because he's missed a few, hasn't he? Here's Hayes Walker inside. Zach Easthope. Cooper now for 2. Puts that one away for United.
3-point game.
Make that a 5-point game. 16-11 as Kenny hits from the corner. Cooper now.
Oh, another one.
So back to back to back. 16-13. That's a hard one for Rusbach. Foul on Hayes Walker. More action coming your way after this one here on court 2. Nick Bewley and James Lisserman to step into the commentary position.
A good finish there by Ezra Smiler.
Margin at 4. Back to 3 now. Zach Easthope uncontested inside. Oh, Ethan Rusbach getting up, trying to hammer one home.
Here we go, 1 foot.
This one, does it go down? No, it doesn't.
Good chase, JK.
In from the corner. Up he goes and puts it in. Well, I think he was going to take the shot early.
Cooper.
Then looked at a pass, Jared Kenny, and in the end, thought, nah, I'm going to try and put this in. What a shot it was. Here's Smiler.
Steps into it.
18-16. So this one might just tighten up here. We might see these two teams pick things up in the next minute or so. Game on the line now.
Cooper with the tactical foul.
So it'll be a Hawks ball, 2:23 to play. I don't think the clock will have anything to do with it. Look at that. Just in between A shot, a pass. No, I'll go the shot, says Jared Kenny. And somehow he found the bottom of the net. Here he is.
Nice set play. Ezra Mcaulter on the drive.
All the way to the hoop. Finished. Well, didn't finish what he should have. Here's Walker.
Four on the shot clock.
Got to go here. Mills, tough shot. Good defense by Kenny.
I was actually surprised Hayes Walker didn't take the open 2 before.
All the way to the basket. Rusbach for 1. The Hawks are within 2.
There we go.
Oh, hello. 19-18.
See if the Hawks can spectacularly finish.
That one doesn't drop for Rusbach. United go again. East Hope, was there a foul? Doesn't matter. Scores off the glass. 19 apiece.
Takes the contact. Cubanan's name for Zach is Zach Beast Hope.
Beast Hope, oh yeah.
Yeah, heard that one.
Yeah, we've heard that a few times over the years. He's played a lot of 3x3 basketball as East Hope. This will win it for the Hawks. Doesn't roll in for Rusbach. And now United have a chance to claim victory. Tukaha Cooper stuck in the corner. Kenny closes him down now with Hayes Walker. He goes inside for the 1 and scores. That's the margin, 20-19. The Hawks now with a chance. East Hope over the top of Kenny. Kenny back to his right. He'll go all the way to the basket. No, he won't. Shot clock's at 1. He's got to get it up. That won't go up in time. The Hawks turn it over.
And United with the slim advantage and the ball.
So here we go, 55 seconds. United come in as the underdogs. Might get the win here. East Hope, all he has to do is finish. Oh, knocked away by Rusbach, but the foul has been called on Kenny.
And Jared's a bit
Let's have a look here. Oh, no doubt, yeah, he's come across the arm of Zach East Hope. Schick replay clearly shows that. And this will win it for United if Zach Easthope can convert. He doesn't. Oh, look at that. Tukaha Cooper comes in on the rebound, finishes on the glass. And Northland United get the win, 21-19. That was a bit of fun.
It was. Lots of smiles in that game. Lots of showmanship. Great job by both teams putting out some entertaining 3x3. Hugs all around.
I think there was some sore bodies there, Kat.
I think so.
It's been a big 3 days.
And there we go. We missed that, but Zach Easthope just got an alley-oop from the Moppet.
I think we're going to have a chat to Hayes Walker here in a moment. So Northland United get the win 21-19 over the Hawks. They progress and stay in the bracket of 9-12. The Hawks drop out to the bracket of 13-16. Let's cross down to Nick Bewley. He's got Hayes Walker.
Hayes Walker, Northland United. Plenty of skill on show there. Neither side wants to play again tonight, and you guys got the job done.
Yeah, 100%. I think everyone's pretty tired here so far. Yeah, it always sucks losing those games and keep having to play again. So, yeah, thought we'd try to go a bit harder than the other team for that one, get the win, go home. Sweet.
How much are you enjoying the Schick 3x3 Cup, though?
No, it's been fun. It's been fun. Bit of a different game. I haven't really played too much of it, so just the physicality definitely a bit different. But it's been a fun week so far. So
there's no such thing as a bad shot in 3x3 either. You can let it fly.
Yeah, 100%. Step backs, spin moves, everything. Just let it fly. Hopefully it goes in.
Enjoy watching you play. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Thanks very much, Nick. United get the win narrowly, 21-19, and in a quirk of the draw, Kat, correct me if I'm wrong, I think the Hawks are going to be back out here game after next.
I think they are. 3 games in this night session for the Hawks.
What a tough night it is for them. United, all smiles though, after that win. A couple of games still to come here on night number 3 of the 2022 Schick 3x3 Cup. And of course, we are working our way towards a huge Saturday of basketball here on Sky Sport. 2 channels with all of the action. Quarterfinals, semi-finals coming up tomorrow, and of course, the championship deciders tomorrow night right here at ILT Stadium, Southland. Who will be our new national champions here in New Zealand at 3x3? All of that is still ahead of us. On the other side of the break, we're back into classification action Still a women's game to come and a men's game. The Hawks have a quick turnaround. Don't go away. Nick Bewley and James Lisserman joining you in just a moment.
Welcome back to Sky Sports coverage of the Schick 3x3 Cup, Day 3, Session 2. We got a bit more before the close of this one. Changing commentary, Justin Nelson, Kat Jones taking a well-earned breather. Nick Bewley taking over. James Lisserman will be alongside very shortly. And I can tell you the standout performers for Day 3 have just been unveiled by Basketball New Zealand. And on the men's side, Tyler Marsh got the job done, helped the Nelson Giants get it done. Kat Jones waves down the barrel of the camera. 20 points on Day 3, 7 two-pointers, and a couple from inside the perimeter. Huge result for the Nelson Giants after a few losses in pool play. They advanced through to the final 8 on the women's side. The standout performer today, the Schick standout performer, is Dominique McBride of the Mid-North Fire. She's collated 23 points, including 7 from beyond the arc to help and will her side through to the quarterfinals as well. But our attention turns now to the minor placings in the women's side. They're playing off for 13th, and those loyal hometown fans here at ILT Stadium, Southland and Invercargill, have stuck around for the home team, the Southland Storm, and they're going to be taking on the West Coast Rapids. James Lisserman's just rushed between the channels. He was doing an interview momentarily down the other end. Joins me in commentary for this one. Have to feel for these sides. I feel like I just saw the Storm play like 20 minutes ago, but
you're not wrong.
That's 3x3, and no, I'm not wrong.
And the West, I mean, who's the more unhappy team? The Storm. Lucy Brown from the Storm came up to me and said, "We don't really have to play a game tonight, do we?" Like one game later, I was like, "Well, I didn't do the draw, but I think that's right." And then Calvin Fisher, who's sort of the, not the general manager, but the manager of West Coast Rapids basketball, the men's and women's team, said, "Hang on a second, this game here, the loser of this game that we're about to play against Wellington, we have to turn around and go back-to-back and play immediately." So this is going to be an illustration of fighting through tiredness. And I guess you don't really need much of a warm-up, though, if you've come straight from a tough game.
Hey, that's one positive, and, you know, you got that continuity. But the Storm, they were on court here just a moment ago here on court 2. Couldn't get the job done against Tavake Pacifica. But commentated these ladies a few times now. Really like the combination between the two James Hargis College players, which is a local high school here in Invercargill. Laura Jackson in 2 and Maddie Tinnick in 3. And no doubt they'll just let it fly. Nothing to lose, everything to gain. Last game of the night, you put your feet up and get ready for tomorrow.
I know, you get a bit of a rest after this, but I would say the West Coast Rapids, they expended so much energy at the end of that Wellington game, like possibly a poor strategic decision. We'll see how this game goes, but the game was slipping away and they said, like, we're going to lift the intensity level and play as hard as we possibly can, and we'll just see how they look at the start of this one. Was that the right thing to do, or would they have been better off saying, actually, no chance here, minimal chance here, let's let the game go and just be as fresh as we possibly can for this game here.
They're playing for rest, but that'll have to wait 10 minutes. Let's get this one started. Herman, Rain and Knight on court for the West Coast Rapids. For the Storm, it's Lucy Brown, Laura Jackson and Tuhuinga Selby Rickett. The Centurion for the Southland Steel. Plenty of running for her in 3x3, but she's loving every minute. Or maybe not right now. Maybe not right now.
Well, we might find that out at the end. Well, it depends who wins and who wants to do the walk-off interview. But yeah, I was wondering the same sort of thing. Next time Jill Bold just says, hey, we want you to play in the Storm 3x3 team, is she going to be like, man, this was the best time of my life, like playing in this tournament, getting back into a bit of basketball? Or will she be like, oh my gosh, I think I underestimated the level of fitness and physicality required in this. And yes, it is basketball's biggest party, but it's not always a party for the players on the court.
Oh, let's hope it's the former. It's great to see players swapping between codes. And she's a fan favourite here at ILT Stadium Southland. And what a cool experience for the youngsters on court. Laura Jackson and Maddie Tinnick as Kate Herman lets that one fly. Strong rebound from Jackson.
See, Ashlyn Marine, she knows all about it from under 19 rep basketball. You've got to be so close and make it really hard for her to shoot. Both Maddie Tinnick, Laura Jackson and Lucy Brown, very, very good two-point shooters in this 3x3 Schick Cup competition.
We were commentating on the West Coast Rapids a couple of hours ago too, James, and the defensive capabilities of Kavana Lene, who just has possession at the moment. I know we don't collate the block shots, but I reckon she'd be right there, maybe top 5, top 10 for the tournament.
I think so. Definitely is one of the wing players who gets a lot of shots altered, especially as she comes right over beside us to grab the ball. Yeah, like Josie Trousdale, like she gets a lot inside, so does Tessa Bawagni, but Kavana Lenny's probably the one that gets the most on people around the same height or possibly a little bit taller than her. So let's get that stat done next time, eh? Like blocks against someone taller than you, they count as worth 5 or something.
Tough rebound from Ashlyn Reen and opens the West Coast Rapids account. Ashlyn Reen out of Rangiora High. Shout out to all those up in North Canterbury. And tough rebound there from Maddie Tinnick. Southland Storm looking for a response.
And at the moment, I'm saying the Rapids don't look too worse for wear. Maybe the warm-up from the game against Wellington has served them well as they've come out quick. A high-intensity game here so far. Maybe not in terms of getting points through the bucket, but defensively really up to the task against
Shot clock expiring. Need to send it up. Not aware. Miscommunication from Selby Rickett and Brown. There was just 5 on the shot clock at the reset at the Schick logo.
Yeah, I think Brown wanted to give it to Selby Rickett and receive it straight back, but Herman up to the task defensively basically ruined that, and then time ran out.
Here goes Kate Herman with the up and under. Nice finish using the rim to her advantage. And a foul. No whistle. Sorry, I caught the whistle from the court one. And we have it back with the Southland Storm now. Laura Jackson catches Lena in the air but doesn't get the favourable kiss off the backboard, and it's with the West Coast who lead 2-0.
Yeah, she's obviously aware of the defensive scouting report for Lenny. She will go for blocks and use that to her advantage there. We have a delay of game warning here against Kavana Lenny.
What a shot from Kate Herman on the run. Got it up on a tough angle with all the momentum going to her right. So the Rapids, their rapid transition from court 1 to court 2. Semi-final playoff for 13th in the Schick 3x3 Cup. As that one goes out of bounds, and West Coast will have it from the Schick logo.
Yeah, and no players want to lose basketball games. They all want to win, but it's a little harder when you're going for those minor placing games versus, we're going for the actual cup here, or to try and get the best record you possibly can if you're representing your country or things like that. Like the West Coast Rapids, wherever they finish, this is going to be the best ever finish for a West Coast Rapids women's team in the Schick 3x3 Cup, so they're going to make history there. The Storm, they did play last time, if I remember correctly, so they'll want to try and improve, but you also have to remember there's 16 teams this time, not just 10.
Looks like it was last touch there from the West Coast. Bit of confusion. Finally with Laura Jackson, Brown and Tinnick on the court alongside her. Lene, Herman and Knight for the Rapids, and there's the block. Our cameraman from Sky Sport just caught that in the heel.
Yeah, nice job there just to protect the try, but have a look at this here. Lene, a little bump and then just gets up, and it's almost volleyball spike-ish there, isn't it?
4D action almost on Sky Sport, your home of sport, as Lucy Brown puts that one up from 2. Offline and back with Lene and the Rapids. Oh, right idea, just couldn't get the execution as Brown hustles, but there is a foul called, and we'll have a reset here. 12 seconds on the shot clock, 6:27 on the game clock, and the Rapids up by 3.
And it does look like the Rapids, probably the more talented, and they play better throughout the competition. Lenny, a nice spin, can't finish it with Selby Rickett there cleaning up the rebound.
Foul on the shot. Laura Jackson will take a trip to the Sky Sports stripe, shooting 1. Just the 1 team foul each thus far. Has been relatively clean, or maybe the officials are feeling a bit of fatigue as well. Long day for them too.
It is. It's day number 3. It gets just as long tomorrow, but marginally less games to get done as Herman launches a deep 2. Lenny taps it back out to her. But yeah, it is hard to keep your focus. I mean, in one game it's hard enough because there's so much action happening. The referees have to be aware all the time. Has it been cleared? Was there a foul? Like, is that contact okay? Is it a 1 or is it a 2-point shot?
Oh, a couple of great defensive efforts either side. Lene and then Maddie Tinnick, and it will stay with the West Coast. Just 9 seconds on the shot clock as Lene takes a seat. In comes Reen alongside Herman and Millie Knight. Time winding down. Herman from deep. Can't get that one to roll. Good box out by Laura Jackson. Year 13 at James Hargis as Selby Rickett looks to go to work down low, and she's fouled by Herman.
Herman lost just an idea of where the ball was and where Selby Rickett was. Have a look at it here. She's almost backing onto her, and she's already caught the ball ready to go up and then shoot. In the end, though, a foul is probably not the worst thing, setting Selby Rickett, who drills that one there without much of an issue. Cutting the lead just down to 1, and I'm going to say the effort level is there from both teams, but they have so far struggled to put the ball through the hoops. Fatigue being definitely an effect on the offensive side of the board.
Good hustle from Lucy Brown, kicks it out to Jackson, can't get that one to fly. Jackson's calling for it, and a great find from Selby Rickett. Tied ball game, 5 minutes and change, or is it no basket? And I think that might be the call. It was an incorrect clear out from the Southland Storm.
You know, I can just see the questioning here. So the signal from the referee was that it wasn't cleared. The Storm are saying, but we had possession. We shot the ball last, so we never gave up possession, so we don't have to clear it again after the offensive rebound. I think they are correct. I don't think the Rapids even tipped the ball, let alone had possession of it. So there we go. That is corrected there. So the Storm basket will count.
And tied ball game with 5:11 on the game clock. Approaching the midpoint in this one. Just wait for the score to update. In a short moment as Lene takes it for the Rapids. Nice drive from Reen. No basket.
Yeah, an offensive foul, I think, is the call there. It is. So Reen, I think, just pushing off a little bit there to create that angle for the lead pass to the rim.
For those perhaps wondering at home, our top scorers through the Women's Schick 3x3 Cup thus far on day 3. We've got Tiana Clark with 54. Tyler Mitchell in the Southern Hoihon 58. Malama Lopepe 63. Maya Jones, the youngster. And Nelson Sparks on 67. But James Lisserman, it's Nicole Gleason of the Otago Gold Rush, someone you know very well, topping the charts with 69 points.
Yeah, no, she has been, I think she might have had one game where she hasn't really been on fire, but just, there's questions about who has the greenest light. There's a lot of players, and you've mentioned most of them, they can shoot whenever they want. Actually, those are the players that have been mentioned. But I think Nicole Gleeson does have the greenest of all green lights. Anytime she has space, the team wants her to shoot it. It's not only encouraging to shoot it, this is our primary offensive thing. If we can get you any open looks, they need to go up.
You can see plenty more from Nicole Gleeson and the Otago Gold Rush tomorrow here on Sky Sport in quarterfinal action. The day session beginning at 11 o'clock. 2 channels, Sky Sport. So we look to find a winner of the Schick 3x3 Cup in 2020. It was the Southland Sharks on the men's side and the Auckland Dream in the women. And both those teams actually could defend their title.
Yeah, they're still alive at the moment. So we've seen a couple of upsets. The Giants, that probably springs to mind as a team that didn't perform how they thought they would during pool play, but all they needed to do was get shots to start going through, and that's exactly what happened. Lenny, a good seal inside, can't quite finish though.
6-4, the Rapids lead. Jackson looks to tie it up from beyond the yard. Can't get that one on line. Back with Lene and the Rapids. Oh, nice crossover move. Kiki Lene can't get the kiss off the glass, and it's back with Maddie Tinnick and the Storm. Oh, nice little cut from the 2 out of James Hargest as the Storm add 1.
Yeah, great cut and a spin on a dime there for Maddie Tinnick. Millie Knight did a great job to save possession there. And it is a battle here. Like, I'm going to have a look. If we, hopefully for us, go to overtime, I'm pretty sure we're going to see some disappointed players out there.
Good for us at home and in the stands here at ILT Stadium Southland as Millie Knight lets that one fly. It was online, just a little long. Strong rebound offensively from Lene. Takes it back out. Pick and roll action. And a foul on Reen by Laura Jackson. A full 12 seconds on the shot clock. 3 minutes and change on the game clock. It's a battle of attrition out there. The Rapids lead by 1.
Yeah, 3:08 to go though. Like, as you said, battle of attrition, and it's just been everything is hard. You see there, Lucy Brown and Selby Rickett just get Kavana Lenny basically in jail down there on the edge of the keyhole, and she's forced into a turnover, a double dribble, which is a pretty rare sort of turnover type.
Back with Tinnick at the Schick logo. Bang on 3 minutes to go on this one. Storm down by 1. Looking to give the home faithful something to cheer about late on day 3 of the Schick Cup. That one's going to go the way of the West Coast Rapids. Doing as Selby Ricketts having a laugh about it. She'll get back on defense. Lucy Brown takes a seat, as does Kate Herman. The Rapids have it. The offense is just cooled off a little, but Lene, will she make that change? Strong rebound initially from Knight. Falls away. Finish with the right from Reen. Still with West Coast, and Lene puts a lid on that one. And the West Coast Rapids lead by 2.
Yeah, and again, it was Lenny too close there after the bucket on Selby Rickett. And so she's not only had the delay of game warning, I can see her just walking off, tapping her head. She gets the second one, which is a technical foul. So there should be no lineup here. Then it's what referee Tony Smith-Humwick is signalling. So one shot for the Storm, and then they'll have position up the top.
Big moment could be here for the home side, the Southland Storm. Laura Jackson can't connect from the Sky Sports stripe, but the Storm will stay with possession from the Schick logo. 2:33 on the game clock. 2-point ball game. Could change with one big bucket for Southland.
Yeah, well, they got their winning games by launching twos, and there we go.
Rattles home. There it is. I was going to say if it was going to be anyone, it would be Jackson. 7 apiece as Ashlyn Reen lets it fly. Can't connect.
Here's Tinnick's a tie game. About 130 seconds or so. That one doesn't go in. Goes up, hits the top of the backboard and over the top. So I feel like we're just unescapable here. It's going to go to overtime, I think. And I'm just looking over at court 1. briefly there, the teams which have played the most games in this session are still sticking around getting up some extra shots.
Gotta love the labour of love from some of these players. Oh, that looked online from Jackson, looking for her second two. Can't get it done. Lene will let rip.
I think surprised that Selby Rickett was right out there beside her, and just the reach, definitely putting that shot off.
Well, both sides falling in love with the two ball. That one will bobble out of court, and West Coast will take it up. 1:38 to go, 7 apiece. Care to make a prediction, James Lissaman?
I think my prediction of overtime. I think I think is the most likely outcome here. It is so hard for these teams to score. As Selby Rickett was wide open.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say the home team, Southland, are going to get it done and raise the roof off ILT Stadium. Southland, as that one is going to stay with Southland. Must have been last touch from the Rapids.
And you can see here both teams just taking a long time to set up and get to the right spots.
Pressure on Jackson from Lene. Selby Rickett at the elbow, kicks it to Brown. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Got to get a shot up. Spin move. Lucy Brown fade away. Cannot connect.
Yeah, it was a good catch and finish from Selby Rickett, but as you said, the shot a little bit late and a timeout is taken here.
1 minute 10 remaining, 7 apiece. Who wants it?
Well, they both want it. Who can take it, though, is the question here at the moment. And you still think the Storm are going to be the winners? Are they going to win in regulation or overtime?
Oh, I'm not going to go out that far. I think they're going to get it done, and if they are, it has to be from the outside. I know all these ladies will be absolutely spent from this point of the competition, but if they can get some perimeter movement. Well, I thought it was Storm possession. Real confusion there.
Tinnick did as well, didn't she?
Herman has it from the elbow. Long rebound. Selby Rickett goes and gets it. Here comes Maddie Tinnick. And a shot clock violation. No, I don't know about that either.
Very short there. I mean, she just got the rebound and then made the handoff. Maybe 2-3 seconds had come off.
Let's forgive the crew. They might have just got a bit trigger happy on the shot clock button there.
I can see them laughing. They're saying, yeah, I think I forgot to reset that.
6 seconds on it. Lucy Brown, great closeout from Reen. Selby Rickett needs to get it up. Can't get the roll, but gets her own rebound. Didn't need to kick it back, but Maddie Tinnick has it to the cup and the finish. The Storm up by 1 with 40 seconds to go.
You can hear the excitement there from Nick Bewley. His prediction's looking good. Is Herman a deep two, just a little bit off. Reen gets the rebound, just about gets the putback. Final 30 seconds here now.
Tap back by Selby Rickett. Tinnick out to Lucy Brown at the rack. Kicks it out, does Lene to Kate Herman. Can't get it to connect. 19 seconds and counting on the clock. Brown with it. Herman all over her.
And no need to foul there. 14.5 seconds to go. She had her just in a terrible position, fumbling around for the ball. Have a look at that here. Herman just, in the end, just pushes her out of bounds. And you can see those tired legs now. 3.5, well, not even a 2.5 second differential. They probably have to look at fouls here. The Rapids on 6 and one more will be shooting 2.
1 point ball game. Brown takes it at the top. Herman's all over her once more. What can the Storm produce as they just wind down the clock? Tinnick has it. Great work from Herman, who falls out of bounds. I think that might be Storm ball. It will be with just 4 seconds remaining on the shot clock. 5.9 on the game clock. 1 point advantage for the home side, the Southland Storm. Lucy Brown holds on for dear life and will let the shot clock wind down.
All right, so we get a shot for a win here. Lucy Brown, I knew she wanted to take time off, and she was like, that's the main thing here, as much off. And
can Kate Herman get the shot off for the walk-off win for the West Coast Rapids? Will the Storm hold on? It goes up. It's too short. The Southland Storm get the job done, much to the delight of ILT Stadium. Southland. Final score 8-7. What an arm wrestle between these two sides. And the Southland Storm will play off for 13th congratulations to them. What a tenacious effort.
Yeah.
They were playing, 10 minutes, 15 minutes before the start of this one. And they get the job done, much to the delight of everyone here in the Deep South.
I know, it was hard fought there, wasn't it? Like 8-7, like neither team, you look at the draw and you say, well, that's not going to be us. When it ends up being you, it's just a horrible thing, but well done to the teams for going through to fight so hard.
Let's cross over to Kat Jones. She's got Maddie Tinnick with her from the Southland Storm.
Thanks, Nick. Hey, Maddie, what a finish. It was a really tight match. What were you thinking as you went to the lane for that last layup?
Oh, I knew that she was gonna hint on the three, so I just went in and scored it. I probably didn't win in, but she did, so that was good, yeah.
And are you enjoying this format of the game, 3x3?
Yeah, it's a lot different. Obviously, secondary schools is very different to this, so we're finally getting the hang of it, and it's actually really fun. I love how physical it is and just bumping bodies, which is really fun, yeah.
And you're at James Hargis College. Is this your last year, or have you got another year to go?
Yeah, last year, which was really sad when we went away. A lot of tears, but happy tears, so yeah, it was good, yeah.
And Laura Jackson, another James Hargis College member. Is this her last year too?
Yeah, the duo's over now, so yeah, that's very sad, but yeah, last year, yeah.
Okay, congratulations on the win, and good luck for your next game.
Thank you.
Cheers, Kat. Cheers, Maddie. Time for a quick break here on Sky Sport. One game to come to conclude day 3 on court 2. And it will be the Franklin Bulls taking on Tavake Pacifica. Welcome back to Sky Sports action in the Schick 3x3 Cup from ILT Stadium Southland Invercargill. The last one here on court 2. And it is the semi-final for the right to call yourself the 13th best men's team, the Schick 3x3 Cup. It is Tavake Pacifica up against the Franklin Bulls, and a hot shooting start there from Tavake from beyond the arc.
Yeah, Kean Thompson. We talked to him after the last game and he said that was our best game by far, and we really started to try and get those 2-point shots and started making them as he doubles it up. 4-0 lead here. Tavake Pacifica looking for their first win of the tournament, and this will be a great scalp to get if they can knock off the Franklin Bulls here.
Well, they got so close last time out. Trying to remember off the top of my head who they were playing. I've had so much basketball the last 3 days, but I can tell you it was a 2-point ball game. 21 points to 19.
Yeah, West Coast was who they played.
And they were up on stages of that one as well. Keon Thompson feeling it early. Heat check moment for him. A Tavake lead 4-0, less than a minute in this one. Josh Ledger with it. All the Bulls still with their headband, karate headbands, as Emmanuel Ciale lets it fly from range, in and out.
Yeah, and these teams at the moment are looking a little bit tired, I think. Just the effort on the closeout, the rushing. Well, maybe like it's not like they want to go slower, but this has been a tremendous toll on the body, and just, you know, to think, oh, our day's done, because you're used to playing sort of 3 or 4 games in a day.
What an acrobatic finish, Emmanuel Ciale, and then a turnover on the clear-out pass from Chris Martin to Josh Ledger. So Tavake, they want their first win.
They do, and they've had a couple of games where they've started out hot. This has probably been the best one. 5 points in a minute and a half is what they're up here at the moment. As the step back not quite there for Afu.
Martin from the corner opens the Franklin Bulls account, cuts the Tavake Pacifica lead to 3. as we approach the 2-minute mark. Around the back pass, Siale to Afu. Nice for one.
And the Bulls are looking a little slow here. The closeout's not quite as intense as they were early in the day. It's totally understandable, but it can be hard to fight back if you let a team get too far out in front of you.
Well, Sonny Afu in the face of Jet Thompson. And it'll be white ball. That's the Bulls from the Schick logo. Obadiah Paya come in. And Emmanuel Siale takes a seat. 2:16 gone in this one. Tavake up by 4 as Jet Thompson takes it to the cup.
And he gets fouled on the way there. And I think that is pointing to the top, not a pointing to a one, as you see Paya there just, I'm beaten, I'm grabbing on. And the Dirk Nowitzki one-legged fadeaway, no good for Thompson.
Dirk Nowitzki showing your age slightly there, James Lisserman. Luka Doncic, 1 footer maybe?
Where do you think he got it from, though? Both two pretty famous Dallas Mavericks.
Ledger volleyball swats that one back to his teammate Thompson. And nothing but nylon from the Schick logo. Bulls close it to within 2. Thompson can't get the response. Thompson and Thompson.
It sounds like a legal firm, doesn't it? And that Thompson is starting to find the range. He's hit all 3, hasn't he, for the Franklin Bulls?
Well, they're going up in 2s. I think Chris Martin had one from the corner.
You're right.
Jet Thompson's had the last 2 as we look at the replay of that one. And last touch from Tavake Pacifica. Heat check from young Jet Thompson. And back to Tavake. 6 apiece in this one. I think the Bulls, Sonny Afu can't finish.
I think the Bulls have said, look, we want to just get this game done as quickly as possible. And the way to do that is to do exactly this. Shoot 2s. Hopefully we make them. If not, we're probably going to lose pretty convincingly. Tavake did start out 5-0, but we're tied at 6 apiece now.
Fadeaway jumper, great pressure, Josh Ledger. Into the hands of Jet Thompson, who let it fly again from 2. Can't connect. And you can definitely notice the intensity drop off after the quarterfinals, and you can't blame either team. Sonny Afu stripped, gets it out to Keon Thompson, fashions a one-handed floater, and the long rebound Afu, who's going to hit the next bucket. Will it be Franklin? Jet Thompson with it at the top. Chris Martin, he's got a nice stroke but can't connect on that one.
Yeah, it looks a lot like the Sharks, the Storm in the Rapids game that we just had. The two teams, the effort was there, but just not able to put the ball through the hole. And that's what we're starting to see here, just as the toll on the legs is coming due here. Both teams just struggling to maintain their balance and keep their shooting form, as that one does roll around and drop in.
Shooters roll for Chris Martin, and the Bulls take the lead for the first time in this one. 8-6. 5:25 on the game clock to go as Keon Thompson lets it fly, follows in his own miss, and kicks it out to Obadiah Paya. And he can't get it to go from 2, but another offensive board from Afu. And he'll connect from the right corner.
Yeah, he just let the ball roll out there, went and caught it, turned around, faced up, and hit that bucket to tie the game. And we have our second foul of the game here.
So 12 seconds will be back on the shot clock for the Franklin Bulls. Tied ball game with 5 minutes and change remaining as Jet Thompson takes it up. Jaden Bazant, he's just out of shot. He is here, but yet to suit up in this one as Thompson takes it to the cup and puts the Bulls back in front.
Yeah, I think he may have said to his teammates, look, I've got a pretty good, basketball career ahead of me. Why don't you guys use as much of this time as you can to show out and do what you guys can? And he's probably also a little bit tired as well. He does have his warm-up top off though, so I think ready to go in if needed.
Siale lets fire from the GJ Gardner Holmes, misses. Martin almost got another favourable roll from distance, but rattles out. Bulls remain up by 1, 4:25 remaining as Sonny Afu, lets that one fly. It's quite hectic, isn't it, as it gets back to Josh Ledger now. He's going to post up against Siale, and a foul and a trip to the Sky Sports stripe.
Yeah, it's like everything's just going a little bit slower, isn't it? Like the passes and the ideas are still there, but you can see like it's a huge amount of basketball over the last 3 days, and the intensity level. This is the only time it's really dropped. We knew the playoff ones, the round of 16 and the quarterfinal games that we've seen. No, we'll see them all tomorrow. They're going to be so intense here. But when you've not performed how you want to, and your reward is another game in a third game in the same round of games, it can be hard to get your body up for that one there if you weren't prepared for it.
Do tune in tomorrow for the final day on Sky Sport, the Schick 3x3 Cup. Plenty of high-octane action coming your way from ILT Stadium Southland. Just looking at some of these quarterfinals, probably the one I'm most looking forward to. The red-hot Jets who just caught fire from deep up against the Wellington Saints. Southland Sharks, the hometown team, also up against the red-hot Phi and Ty Wynyard, the top seed in the men's competition. Tavake, though, back in front, looking for a bit of history. Late on day 3, yet to taste victory at the Schick 3x3 Cup as Ciale lets that one fly from distance. Ledger with the rebound. Bullet ball out to Jet Thompson and went through to the keeper.
Yeah, well, that's the idea. Like, when you're getting tired, like, you just don't move exactly where you need to be as quickly as possible. The pass was great from Ledger in normal circumstances, but when you're that tired, it's hard to get yourself up to do where you need to go. As Paya, hard drive to the rim, just about gets it to drop. And we have an open look from the corner for Martin. He doesn't drop that one either.
Oh, good defensive hustle, though. Bit upset with himself, Chris Martin, missing the open corner too. And a bit more defensive intensity. But a two-pointer from Obadiah Pires to Vake. Open up a three-point buffer with 2:30 as Ledger gets up and dunks it down.
Yeah, so his legs must have a bit left in them to be able to do that. Impressive fitness to still be able to go up that strong there. As the bucket can't go for Thompson, he gets the kick-out pass, and
Martin fashions...
He fashions a
quite
bucket.
Call that a dunk. But it is counting all the same. Keon Thompson responds. Jet Thompson looks for the two from the corner. Tavake lead by 2 with 2 minutes and change to go.
I reckon I'd say he attacked the rim successfully, because that's sort of like he hit it with the ball with enough force that it went around, up and over and through.
Sonny Afu with it for Tavake. 7 seconds on the shot clock and rattles that one in. And Tavake lead by 4.
And he just wraps up Ledger there. Like, time for a rest, I think, guys. And here is Bezant coming into the game. 1:46 to go.
The closer. It's like baseball. Here comes Jaden Bezant. As Josh Ledger lines one up from the Sky Sports stripe. Connects on that one. So we've got ourselves a 2-point ball game. Obadiah Pire misses on that one. Keon Thompson's going to get up and he'll dunk that home. Tavake lead by 3.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Like, we've seen 2 successful dunks. Here's Bezant just a little bit off with that one, and Pire picks up the rebound here.
Kicks it out to Keon Thompson, who will let fly from deep. Can't get that one to go long. Rebound Sonny Afu, who's hit from the corner before, but not on this occasion. Chris Martin will try and get it done from the left-hand side, and does. 1-point ball game with just over a minute remaining. And a foul from Jaden Bezant. So
he's like, yeah, I stopped him. I got him stopped there.
Casey Frank was mentioning what's called the trillion in terms of stats. So he's got the 1 foul. I assume that cancels out the trillion, the 0-0-0.
No, because to get a steal, you have to actually grab possession, not just the stop.
Well, I thought a foul might count for the trillion.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's a technicality maybe, but we're tied at 16 each.
Thompson lets fly, connects. Tavake Pacifica all of a sudden down 2. How much do they want it? Sonny Afu for 2.
No, it was on the line there, just a 1-point bucket.
So it stays... Or it's now a 1-point ball game. Franklin with possession. Stripped was Thompson. Pire with it. 23 seconds on the game clock. 1-point ball game. The intensity lifts ever so slightly. Contact on the drive, and Pire will head to the Sky Sports stripe.
Yeah, chance to tie the game. Have a look at this here. It looked like he was just up the top, like not sure what they should be trying to do to try and get a bucket. And I think it was, they were up by so much the whole way through, and then all of a sudden down one, but tie the game here. Last 16 seconds to go.
Chris Martin, aggressive drive and one opportunity. Count it. Chris Martin put the Jets on that one. He'll head to the Sky Sports stripe.
Yeah, so he will try and make this one, I think, as a big ledger comes back into the game for the Bulls. And it will be a 2-point lead if he does do this. Banks it in. So Tavake, they'll be looking for a 2 here to try and send us into overtime. Afu, well challenged there by Ledger.
And that'll be game, you'd have to think, for the Bulls. They try the alley-oop opportunity. And the clock expires on Tavake Pacifica, who can't get it done. So close once more. Final score 20-18. The Bulls get it done, and they'll play off for 13th tomorrow. Tavake, they'll have one more crack at it. I've enjoyed watching them play, but just yet to taste victory in this one. Yeah, one more crack at it tomorrow, but that wraps it up on day 3. Session 2 from our end on court 2. Plenty more to come though on the 4th and final day. We will find our winners on the men's and women's side of the Schick 3x3 Cup, starting on court 1 with men's and women's quarterfinal action, as will be the case on court 2 from 11 o'clock. Let's just quickly run through those games. On the men's side, the FIBA, the top seed, taking on the home team, the Southland Sharks. The Manawatu Jets will have a matchup against the Wellington Saints. The Nelson Giants, who upset the Otago Nuggets, they'll take on the Mid-City Magic. And the Auckland Tuatara up against the Canterbury Rams. On the women's side, the Gold Rush from Otago will take on the Phi, the Mid-North Phi. The Southern Hoi Ho against the Mainland Pokai. Two Iki teams in action there. The Auckland Dream will have a visit from the Tokomanawa Queens. And the Taranaki Thunder will take on the Northern Kahu. Plenty of basketball to come. I cannot pick how any of those quarterfinals are going to go based on what we've seen here today.
No, you know the teams are going to show up and be ready to play from 11 o'clock tomorrow morning, as you said, done by about 12:20 or so. Those will know who's all made it through to the semi-finals. So they'll be the high-intensity games in the morning. Make sure you tune in for those. Then we finish off all the classification games and break, I guess, the lunch, I guess you call it, between 3 and 5 or so. And that's when the real action starts, just on court 1, the semi-finals, and we'll wrap everything up around about 9 o'clock, I'd say.
Yeah, business appointment time, I reckon, is around 8:25. That's the women's grand final. Hugh Bainan and Casey Frank. Now, in fact, Justin Nelson and Kat Jones will have the call for that one. Hugh and Casey will take care of the men's grand final at 5 to 9. But that is all from us on court 2. Day 3, session 2 done. Nick Bewley, James Lisserman signing off. Catch you tomorrow.
So, literally, true love is the last sale of the third day of the Schick 3x3